We can't pay our rents anymore, Luigi. COVID killed our plumbing business and our landlord won't give a shit and raise the rent tenfold. Brooklyn is fucked, Luigi.
But Mario, I don't understand. You said we can make it this month, Mario.
That was a lie, Luigi. I borrowed money from John Gotti so we could bring food to our table and treat your mushroom addiction. You're my brother, but I think it's time to move on. I'm moving to Mexico. If any of Gotti's Goombas ask, tell them I'm dead. Goodbye, Luigi.
But Mario, we have a mansion. We can stay there, Mario.
No, Luigi. That was John Gotti's mansion. You were high on mushrooms and you shat in his pool. That was a week ago.
Oh, no, Mario, what are we gonna do?
Run for the border, Luigi. But it's better if we split up. You go to North Nova Scotia or something. I'll be somewhere in Mexico. Good luck, brother.
And not so fast, pesky plumbers. It is I, John Gotti. You owe me $200,000 and a pool.
Oh no, it's John Gotti! Luigi, run!
You can no longer run. I have my men surrounding your shitty apartment.
I'm tired of running, Mario. Give me my mushroom.
Luigi, what are you talking about?
Mushrooms give me super reflexes, Mario. We're not running away. We're gonna end this here and now.
Shit. Well, I guess we have no choices, Luigi. I'll follow you.
What are you doing, you plumbing pricks?
You can take away our lives, but you can't take away our freedom, John Gotti. Pasta la vista.
We're no strangers to love. You know the rules, and so do I. Our full commitment's what I'm thinking of. You wouldn't get this from any other guy. Never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down, never gonna run around and desert you, never gonna make you cry, never gonna say goodbye, never gonna tell a lie and hurt you. We've known each other for so long. Your heart's been aching, but you're too shy to say it. Inside we both know what's been going on. We know the game and we're gonna play it. Never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down, never gonna run around and desert you, never gonna make you cry, never gonna say goodbye, never gonna tell a lie and hurt you, never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down, never gonna run around and desert you, never gonna make you cry, never gonna say goodbye, never gonna tell a lie and hurt you. Never gonna give, never gonna give, never gonna give, never gonna give. We've known each other for so long. Your heart's been aching, but you're too shy to say it. Inside we both know what's been going on. We know the game and we're gonna play it. I just wanna tell you how I'm feeling. Gotta make you understand. Never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down, never gonna run around and desert you, never gonna make you cry, never gonna say goodbye, never gonna tell a lie and hurt you, never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down, never gonna run around and desert you, never gonna make you cry, never gonna say goodbye, never gonna tell a lie and hurt you, never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down, never gonna run around and desert you, never gonna make you cry, never gonna say goodbye, never gonna tell a lie and hurt you.
It's a piece of cake to bake a pretty cake. If the way is hazy, you gotta do the cooking by the book. see you back it up. Drop that ass down, load it, pick that motherfucker up. Bring it down, bitch. Let me see you back it up. Drop that ass down, load it, pick that motherfucker up. Now back that pussy, she's a motherfucker. Hey, back that pussy, she's a motherfucker. Now back that pussy, she's a motherfucker. Hey, back that pussy, she's a motherfucker.
It's a piece of cake to bake a pretty cake.
What?
If the way is hazy, you gotta do the cooking by the book.
What?
You know you can't be lazy.
Yeah.
Never use a messy recipe.
What?
The cake will end up crazy. If you do the cooking by the book, then you have a
Rub that shit, it's yours, bitch. Grab it, dick, it's yours, bitch. Rub that shit, it's yours, bitch. Grab it, dick, it's yours, bitch. Turn around, bitch. Put that ass on the nigga. Grind on the dick, take it, get a little better. Turn around, bitch. Put that ass on the nigga. Grind on the dick, get take out the finger.
You gotta do the cooking by the book.
Yeah.
Someone says, what's the future? Vaughn Coleman.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, what's up? I hope you guys are doing well. That took a bit, dude. I'm not the star of this show, although my first published work is out. Today is the main star. I'm a selfless individual. And also, we got to show our appreciation to this guy who brings life everywhere he goes. This guy deserves all the success. I've seen how hard he works, and we're going to back him like crazy. Ladies and gentlemen, I know he's bleeding with anticipation. So let's just, bleeding with anticipation, a phrase? I think I just made that up. That was, all right. Well, anyway, guys, you know him and you love him.
It's not unusual to be loved by anyone. It's not unusual to have fun with anyone. But when I see you hanging about with anyone.
What's going on? How you doing, man?
What's up, man? So, yeah.
Dude, are you pumped? Are you ready?
I am. Should I hit launch right now, or do I
No,
wait
you
till
should
all
not.
of us get it?
We're bringing some more people in.
Let's bring them in. Let's do
All right,
it.
well, you know what? These last couple minutes, guys, are crucial because if you have not signed up for Voyage, I'm giving you one last chance to sign up and get a free trading card. All right? You want this trading? It's by Travco.
By Travi. Little Travco. We yaga. Let's do this.
All right, so sign up if you haven't already. And ladies and gentlemen, who do I want to bring in first? Oh, I know. I'll bring in this individual.
Gabagoo.
Where the dark skinned women at?
Wow.
I don't know.
How y'all
I don't
doing?
have one of those around, but I do have one of these.
Yo,
What's going on? If you haven't already, guys, everyone make sure to share the link to the stream out, whatever socials you have. I was pissed, dude. My camera setup is a little different right now because my camera is so inconsistent. I might just get webcam, honestly, because it's like I was so ready to have this new cam. And Zach, I know I could just feel the tension in his text. He's like, dude, I need to watch this, please. And I was like waiting for my camera to connect. I'm like, fine, I'll use the shitty cam again.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. I look pretty fucking good on the camera right now. Like
You
my
know you do,
baldness,
you do
like
that,
my,
bro.
my baldness is shining. Like my beard is all trimmed up.
You're a
Like
star, Zach. You're a star.
Bald is beautiful, bro.
bald is definitely beautiful.
So it's the same link, right, as the sign up. You just refer it, doesn't it? Turn
I
it
honestly, I'm about to find out. So like once I hit review and launch and like click launch, I think it's just gonna like turn that link in.
What's the link then? Is that the link you sent in chat, Zach? Or
Yeah, the private chat link that I sent. That's
So
for
I
the
can share
sign up.
that.
But I'm assuming the link is gonna change into that. So when people
well,
click
Zach,
that
why
same
don't I
link-
share it? Can I share yours? Can you share your screen?
Yeah.
All right, so go to you go. Do you know how to do that?
Present, right?
Yeah, present. Share your screen. Close all your porn tabs, Zach.
All right, no, that's good. Then I just click share screen.
Yeah, and share the tab, and let's see it open in real life. Zach's got that postnatal glow, said Juju. Fresh from the uterus, a crazy motherfucker called Zach.
Can you see what I'm looking at?
no.
Yeah, now I can.
So like, once I click the review on launch, I click this button, right? And then it's gonna pop this up. So once I hit launch, I think it's gonna turn that link right into that. So yep, so that's that.
All right, let's launch this baby. Whenever
All right.
you're ready, guys. Are you guys ready?
I'm ready.
Are
Let's
you
do
ready?
it.
And Zach, as soon as it is, send the link in my chat so I can put it and hit it.
Let's click launch. It's
Let's fucking do it.
Come on! All right, who's gonna be first? Alex VRB is not in chat.
It
right
says
now.
my campaign is live. Let's work on getting it. So yeah,
Share the
all
link-
right.
Share the link with us.
Okay, so I just clicked the sign up tab. The link is the same. So yeah, there's that. So now you know.
All right. So
Okay. Link is the
There we
same.
go.
Hold on. Is it gonna change what it's called now, though? Oh,
No.
okay. So we're gonna run through Zach. I can share it now. I can carry this burden for you because that's the kind of man I am. What's up, Jay? If you want the link, just message me on Twitter. I'll see the notification and I will get to you.
Why
damn,
does
dude.
go do this stupid shit where you have to like tip them? Fuck you. I don't want to tip you.
Yeah, I've had to refund things and do it again because they'll make me pay another like $10. Like I did that with Andy Smith's campaign. I was like, no, especially when they shadow ban campaign.
All right, bro. Just back.
Wow.
I think I'm backer number one, unless some
Yay.
other shit got in there before.
So there is some cool stuff that I wanted to go ahead and mention.
Hold on, Zach. Let me just go ahead and. Oh no, sorry. You can continue. You can continue.
Oh,
Brian.
so
Pull
hold
this
on.
up
I'll
on
continue.
stream. Oh yeah, I gave you conflicting instructions, didn't I? All right.
So do I continue? Hold on.
All right. Let's see. Are we gonna? All right. Let's
I
see.
also- I
we
also
got two
updated-
Wait on. How are we two backers in and $0?
Yeah, I just
I'm
noticed. that.
still processing payment. Hold on.
Oh, okay. Oh, look at that. Who's gonna be our first backer?
Does it show?
I honestly don't know, but I will say there's a couple things I wanted to show. So because we're on Voyage right now, I wanted to show this. If you broaden my screen up a little bit, Papa, you there?
Yeah.
I can hear you, bro.
I was like, I
Full
thought it was
screen.
my
Oh,
connection. Yeah, full screen. Full screen me for a second.
Your email confirmation to say it. All right,
Sorry,
then.
I'm messaging people the link.
Okay.
And other stuff. Well, I'll send Project Analysis the link if he wants it.
No shit. I think BS beat me. I'm number 2.
Oh,
so
did I?
yep.
I don't know. You're at 76 now. I just refreshed it. You got 4. Excuse me.
So everyone who's listening in, watching the show, there's a early bird tier that's going to last for 24 hours. In that early bird tier is 3 Voyage books. That's the digital tier. You're going to get Voyage issue 1. You're going to get an option. You're going to get a variant optional.
Right, Zach, you should make this pin to the top right here.
How do I pin it?
I have no fucking idea, but people.
Yeah. So pinning it's like featured. So the featured one will show up at the top.
Yeah.
So
early bird.
Let me go to perks for a second. I really don't know how to pin it. There's so much about the running Indiegogo that I'm still kind of learning a little bit, but I've gotten most of it down.
Yo, Alex is here. Our boy is here. How are
Alex
you, sir?
BRB? Let's go.
Featured perk.
Yeah.
Alex, I'm sorry to say you're not number 1 on this campaign. That goes to BS Warren as number 1. Alex was number 1 and number 2 on Reni's campaign somehow. I don't know how the fuck he managed.
Yeah, BS. My confirmation on my email says number 2, so I would assume it's you.
Dan Genovese number 3. What a good man.
Wait,
I'm number 4. Yeah.
Dude, the Garden State crew is.
Oh shit! It was Alex.
Alex was number 1. What the hell?
Yo, how does he do this? How does he do that? Like, I don't understand.
We are
Alex,
number
are
1.
you on Twitter? I'm gonna post a meme.
Let's see.
He did it again. That's some bitch.
Oh, set as featured perk. Okay, bet. Save changes. Let me check that out. I think that should work now. It should be at the top. Oh, that's cool.
Dude,
okay.
This man was playing a fucking video game with a friend and still beat everyone else.
Dude, how the hell did you do it, man?
I don't understand, but hold on here. Give me my full screen me for a second.
Mm-hmm.
So everyone, once the campaign funds, right, and the campaign's all done, I'm going to send this drawing fully inked, right? This is going to go to a random backer.
Ooh.
So this drawing was used as for the prototype statue design that I have being made right now. So again, once the campaign funds, this is going straight to a random backer.
You
Trust me.
Want to auction that off or something?
No, I'll give this. It's one of those things where it gives people an incentive to kind of back because when you bring it to random, you can take full screen away. But when you bring it to random for certain things, it kind of gives people like an option. And trust me, everyone who's listening, I will not send it to somebody I know because I know that's a thing, and it will not happen. It will go to somebody random.
How do you randomize it? Like, are you picking out of a hat or like?
I just honestly like when you see a list of people like emails or whatever, I just scroll and then I land whatever mouse my thing goes on.
Well, so I'm just curious the logistics. A random backer named Jay. Ooh,
Jay Ryan.
Did you back?
Jay
Bama fam? No.
Jay Bama fam.
I could bother Jay Bama.
I noticed there's a lot of Jays and there's a lot of Dans in our sphere. You ever notice that? Jays and Dans are very common.
Let's see. What about? Hang on. Jay.
Only one Bobby though.
And only one Vaughn.
There's a Von Klaus though. That's close enough.
Oh shit! Yeah, there are some other Vaughns actually. Come to think of it, there are a weird amount of Vaughns actually. I take it back, dude.
Who's Vaughn that we know other than you?
Hail Vaughn, panel and chat, working and lurking. Thanks, Holy Hand Grenade, for coming by. Yeah, everyone. Zach, we got some people in chat. We got 14 viewers right now. Tell everyone why they should back this book of yours.
Okay, so Voyage is a sci-fi fantasy adventure. It's kind of like Indiana Jones in space, because he's such a huge misfit in his own movies. Sondaran is like that. He's exiled from his own home, and he has to wander out into the rest of the universe, and he's on a quest to find this broken artifact shattered into tiny pieces. And these pieces, once united, will go ahead and bring the restore the universe to what it is. So right now it's in a dystopian state, and there's a lot of different forces that are after this weapon. You know, you got religious cults that believe in this weapon. You have conquerors. You have, you know, just regular thugs. And the actions that Sonderon does in this first issue is a domino effect that gets worse and worse as the series goes on. So, like I say, you know, it's got like, you know, some inspirations from Mass Effect, Borderlands, you know, Indiana Jones. Like, I'm a huge lover of sci-fi comics, so, you know, comics like VOYAGE, Zen Intergalactic Ninja, those were, you know, inspirations to me growing up. So, you know, when you go ahead and you know, read this book, you're going to see hints of all that kind of stuff in. I'm a huge fan of world building, so that's where you're going to get with this comic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man, this is exciting stuff. And I think it'll go through. I'm going to take a piss and then we'll go through the rewards. But tell everyone about the early bird 24-hour bundle real quick.
So the early bird 24-hour bundle, what you're going to get, because the regular tiers, if you're going to order the comic, for the cover A, it's $15. If you want to get a variant, it's $25. But for the early bird tier, what you're going to get is you're going to get the regular cover. You're going to get a pick. You get to pick which variant you want on top of the cover that you already have. You're going to get the 3 digital book bundle tier included, and you're going to get a desktop screensaver. And then what I'm going to throw into the mix, which is secret, you're going to get a secret item that's going to be included in that tier as well, that I'm not going to say on stream. When the campaign is done and over with, that's when I'll go ahead and give a reveal. But it's going to be secret for now. So for $25, that's what you're going to get.
It's a good fucking deal.
Yeah. I had to, honestly, I had to talk to like 5 people to kind of figure out what I wanted to throw at people. Because my whole thing is that I try to give as much as I can for every tier that I make. So it kind of gets to be nerve-wracking because, you know, I look at it as like, what would I spend $25 on? What would be a good deal for me? So, you know, that's what I like to do.
That's a valid way of thinking. I do that too. That makes sense, you know, because we're fans too. Yeah.
Oh yeah. To answer Zachary's question, does having the same name, are you increasing or decreasing my chances of being the one picked?
That's a good question.
I don't know. You know, I could increase it, but then again, I don't want to go ahead and, you know, play favorites. It's
Yeah, Zach,
definitely be
what are the
random.
factors? So knowing you in person, being named Zach, maybe the amount you backed?
Wait a minute.
Okay, I got backer number 2 and number 7. I got to roll out. Let me know if I won anything more. Yeah, it's not, they back more than once. Does that?
I'm backer number 2. What the fuck does that mean? How is he backer number 2?
Wait, hang on. Who the fuck is backer number 1? We are getting
Indiegogo contribution number 2 receipt for Voyage. That's what my email says. Is that
$199? Goddamn!
Is Brielle in the other room and she's backer number 1?
I don't know. I told her, I was like, hey, listen, you know, I like if before 3 o'clock, I'll get you anything you need for today. But once 3 hits, like I'm gonna be streaming for however long it's gonna take for today. So I'm gonna be like MIA. So she understood that, and I mean, hell, dude, I only got like 2 hours of sleep last night because my daughter kept crying like throughout the whole night. So I was like, it's okay, it's okay. So I'm running off of 2 hours and a cup of coffee.
and soon to be a lot of alcohol, right? We're all getting shit plastered tonight.
Oh, I'm definitely drinking. I'm definitely
I'm gonna
drinking
incentivize
later.
the audience with my what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make sure that once we pass 200, I think I'll open this beer. Or you know, once we pass 5% funding is when I'll open this beer.
Open.
You got what you working with?
Yeah.
I went and just got like all the October related stuff. So
I just went through some of those. I had a Blue Point that was pretty good, the pumpkin one. My favorite one is the Southern Tier Pumpkin. They make the best pumpkin beer. Very good.
So,
I thought you guys were about
you
to
know
talk
what the book
about
is
some.
about. Now let's go ahead and play the trailer for a moment.
Oh, here we go. I had to update the fuck out of this one too.
Hell yeah. Who doesn't love female nudity?
Hell fucking yeah.
All right, so Zach has a question then. Zach,
It's a good question. So for that, don't worry. So for everyone who picked that tier, I'm going to send out a survey with multiple variant cover choices you get to pick. So near the end, I will send that out. I'm very what's the word? Because it's escaping me right now. I'm too fucking tired. Detailed in like everything that I'm doing. So I have things written down. So whoever backs that tier, I know exactly where to that questionnaire will go out to.
Okay, perfect. Also, that beat drop fucks. Fago Tree always leaves. Yeah, that Fago Tree.
Are you a zoomer? Are you supposedly a zoomer?
I know that beat drop fucks. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you fucks with it.
Question about she always leaves music recommendations at the end of my streams. It's pretty funny. Question about the early bird bundle: is it your cover, Zach, plus a variant cover, or is it only one cover of our choice?
So the first cover is going to be cover A, which is my cover, and then you're going to get a pick on the variant. So the people that are the variant covers is Jan Duursema, the sci-fi queen comic herself, artist herself. Because she's worked on Star Wars Legacy. She created Darth Krayt, Darth Talon, Kate Skywalker, and the rest. She also worked on Avatar, the Na'vi people comic. She worked on that. She's worked on Wonder Woman, some fill-in issues from Martian Manhunter, and and amongst other titles. And
Which
you got
one,
Ethan.
Chris?
Jan Duursema's the black and white one right there. You just passed it.
Ooh,
yeah.
Pretty.
So it's going to get colored. Because she just passed it in yesterday. And then you're going to get Ethan Farina's variant, which is the not safe for work variant. So you're going to get, the one where she's fully nude, and then you get the one where, the blunt smoke is covering her body. So Ethan did those that variant. You get to pick which one you want on that. Then you got the Bob Harden variant, which is the double page Virgin variant spread. And then I think that's it, right? And the Chris Campagna variant, which that cover is touching base on the story that happens in the bonus one, where Sondron goes up against 3 bounty hunters.
Zach, are we allowed to tell the story of how you came about doing a not safe for work variant? Because it's a very humorous.
I don't care. I'll tell it.
So let me set it up real quick. One tells this story pretty well too. So, for a while, Zach was a little bit opposed to doing the not safe for work variant, but obviously there's a lot of people that'll just buy something if it has tits on it. So I convinced him to do it, and
yeah.
Not only did the original idea that he was sketching up for it. It wasn't just.
All right, yeah. I gotta do this. I gotta talk about this, man. This is
all right, yeah. Take it from there.
I'll set the mood. Okay. So, what the fuck did I just drop? Hold on a second. God damn it.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm out walking my dog, and Zach calls me. Right? He calls me. And, Zach calls a lot, which is good. He's very communicative. He's good. And he goes, all right, bro, I know how I'm going to make money. I have an idea for a TNA cover. So I'm like, okay, let's hear him out. And then he starts describing this scene that is not TNA, of course, stands for tits and ass. Now, what he was talking about was full-on pornography. But he was describing this scene in which Sondron, this main character, is licking this other
No, it's the
character.
reverse. It's Italia. Italia's the ones.
Yeah, but he was gonna be licking that while police were gonna be around, correct?
Oh, yeah. No, you're right.
Oh yeah, so Sonderon was eating out Italia, right, and it was like a perspective of like like the vag is right here and his face is like right here, like hell yeah.
No,
No. Let me get accurate with it. It was Italia going down on Sonderon, while Sonderon was like playing with her breasts and whatnot, like in the alley, in a sci-fi alleyway.
Wait, no, so like was okay. So was
it was like because Italia's going down on because Sonderon's got a dick. Let's be real here. He's a man. A man alien, right? So like, yeah. So like, he was like playing with her breasts and whatnot, and they got caught by like sci-fi cops for public indecency. So it's in the point of view of the police, looking at them with the spotlight framing.
Zach, would that ever be the first impression you'd ever want to send to your audience about these characters?
Okay, so here's the thing, and this is my defense. This is like everyone's listening.
Go
this
tell
was my
who doesn't like eating Italian.
Like this is my defense, right? So
I got it.
Here's the context behind the whole thing. You rewind the clock back 2 years ago, right?
Well, all right. But while you rewind the clock back, let's let in this guy.
Bang until the midnight.
Yay!
You had to bring me in with that and the conversation all at
You
once.
joined at the time, and I thought, you know what, man?
So you rewind the clock back, and this is on some serious stuff. This is like good stats that I'm about to lay out. Rewind the clock back like 2-3 years ago, right? Tits and ass comics. Even like where the story's kind of mediocre or the art's all right. Where they have like 50 fucking variants where they sell the gold for $500. These tits and ass campaigns were raising 50 to 60 grand and then some. It was they weren't playing around. These campaigns were really racking in on the nakedness of like these characters that aren't real. So and it was pissing me off because it was like, well, damn, how are these guys killing it? And you got like all the they're just naked variants.
People are very horny all the time.
Yeah, and that's I was like, all right, so fast forward the time, I was like, I didn't want to do that because I was like, you know what, I don't want to let people kind of see my character like naked or something like that. I was like, I don't, it doesn't sit right with me. But then it was going against me. It was like, well, maybe people don't want to back it because they don't have that not safe for work variant. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna give the people what they want, and then some. So if they want a tits and ass cover, I'll give them that and then some. So that way they'll back it for $25.
Wait, Zach, are you gonna draw Sonderon's cock?
No, I was gonna have somebody else do it. Somebody else.
Wait, no, are you joking?
So I was gonna have Ethan do it.
So let me get this straight. You've lured yourself to porn.
It was just so he was so opposed to it, and then not only
so vehemently opposed
to it, like to such a crazy degree, and then he's like, not only did he like give an inch, he went from 0 to 11. Like,
I mean, it's one of those things where like when you fight the current of what you're trying to do, which is make a comic book and get it funded at the end of the day, at a certain point you gotta stop fighting against that wave and just follow that trend. So I was like, you know what, I'll follow that trend. I don't care at this point. I want to fund the comic. It's not like I'm going to reprint it so many times. I'll give them that cover, and I'll go the extra mile to tell a story on that cover instead of just having it where the fucking chick is like on the cover just naked, like that's it. But then Vaughn was like, dude, I urge you, do not go with that fucking idea.
I had to the clip. I was like, dude, I was explaining, and he goes, nobody kept going, what do you mean? It's a TNA cover. I'm like, Zach, Vampirella has like TNA covers, right?
Yeah.
Like Sonya has TNA covers. Hell, even some DC comics will have that. What you described is so many levels above that.
It's straight.
Even some hentai would be like, dude.
You went full Dirk Diggler on there. Like you went from a shy boy not wanting to show anything to hey man, I'm Dirt Diggler. Let's do this action movie with my cock out. Like,
Yeah,
I mean, dude, like sometimes, like I have no shame because at the end of the day, I'm trying to make a product here, and at this point, I'm willing to go ahead and just like try any method out to get to that point. Because I look at it this way, it's like there's following that wave, but then if you go above and beyond that expectation, maybe people will go out of their way like, damn, I fucking want to get that. You know what? I will buy that just so I can have it.
Zach, Juju said I would have bought it just for the lulz. See, that's the thing. I think there would have been like an ironic factor. Listen, Zach, I was just speaking. Oh, Hojo, if you want the
hey, Hojo, come join us. Join us. Hojo, join us.
See, now you're convincing him not to come in here.
Join this riveting discussion about pornography.
All right, so Zach, tell us. So this cover, is this done by you?
This was done by Ethan Farina, the Italia variant.
Gotcha. And so are they both of these available then?
Oh yeah, so those are two different tiers. So you got the one where it's uncensored, where you see her, her clit and her tits, and then you have the other version where you have her blunt, and you got her blunt.
The clit too. She opens it up.
Hold on. I don't think you don't. Well, maybe it's alien anatomy works differently,
No, it's the same. It
could work differently.
And then you got like the other one where the blunt, the smoke from the blunt is like covering up the rest. So you still get the horniness of the people who get to see both.
The blood smoke, because this is a cool look. Is the blood smoke like? Can she control it? Is it coming? Like, how is it going?
No, it's just stylistically like
moving
with the air current. That's like.
So the air current is going like around her tit.
Holy hand grenades, and he had the fucking pullover. Yo.
There's a whole clit cover, insane. Yeah,
I do. I'm not gonna fucking sugarcoat it. Like, you want the clit and tit. It's there. It's for you.
Like an anatomical diagram. No, we need to get like a fucking anatomical diagram of.
I mean, a little. I honestly, I will send you the actual like tit and clit like picture, but something tells me we actually cannot show that live.
Oh my god, Zach.
She's the last airbender. She can bend all the smoke around her.
Yeah, whatever allows her to show off the most skin is what the character. So yeah, it's just because the character. Does she even smoke in the story?
She's one of those like she's a badass freedom fighter. Because
like her back. Okay, never mind.
Wait, what were you gonna say?
No. Please continue on how that's relevant.
No, she's a badass. So, she's like the female. She's like the badass female in the comic, right? So, of course, I'm gonna use her to go ahead and to have that selling point for the TNA.
I understand that part. My confusion is like, would you say like, does the character smoke? When does she do that? I don't remember when she does that. Does she not just do it?
She's not doing it in the first issue, or maybe I'll add it in like some point in there. But I'll fit it in some way. I mean, it's a character development. Sometimes things just look cool. So
right.
I mean, it looks cool. So I'm gonna accept it for what it is.
Okay. You're gonna accept your own cover for what it is?
Yeah.
I would hope you'd accept it at the very least.
Actually, come to think of it, how many characters fucking smoke in comics now? They got rid of that shit.
Yeah, they did. They used to be. Wolverine used to do it. So here we go. So the 24-hour we get Voyage issue 1, all 3 digital Voyage books, which include, what are they, Zach? Let's go.
Voyage Anthology, volume 1, which is 88 pages. Then you're going to go ahead and get Voyage the Call, which was a Lovecraftian sci-fi horror one-shot comic.
Where are they on here? Can I see them?
It's an add-on item.
I know, but can we see them on the campaign?
I don't think so. Not unless you click the tier that you want, and it's going to pop up in the add-on section.
Okay.
But
I recommend getting those. When I first met Bobby and Zach, I bought those off of him actually. So let me go ahead and grab them. It's in the video. Okay, what part?
Now an ongoing series. You're going to see 2 books next to each other. Right there.
Yep. These 2. So I have both of these. I got them when I first met Zach. Give me a second.
What a different. I mean, even looking at the anthology, the way that Sondron's drawn, the way he looks, and then you see Voyage the Call, we were like, "Fuck that! Let's like exaggerate those features." And now, like,
what's Zach? What on the actual page? Because we had talked about like in terms of like your coloring with that you got for Sondron. What's the one that I really liked? Which one is that from? That's not from the Call, right? Where
which page are you talking about?
it's the one where Sondron's looking down on the city, and then like we get a close up of his face. That one.
Oh, you're talking about Melting Pot, page 4. That was It's an establishing shot for the bonus story. That's actually in the campaign. Yeah, that bonus story is in this issue.
Dude, I loved how the color. It was very like early 2000s Alex Sinclair looking. I just loved the way the coloring was on that. And just
I'll tell you, man.
It really.
I'll tell you, Stephen Michedick knocked the colors out of the park. He's a fucking great colorist. I mean, just a great, well-rounded artist, but his colors, he just knew exactly what to do for that once he got the pages.
No, the one on the right is the newer cover.
Voyage to the Call. That was a one-shot comic that I did like 2-3 years ago. It's basically like, the story plot is, Sondron hasn't slept for like 3 weeks, like straight. And it's driven him to a point of an insanity a little bit. And he's trying not to sleep because the nightmares that he's getting is urging him to go to a certain place in space. And he finally succumbs to it. So he goes to that area. And, what he finds is just this weird cosmic Lovecraftian horror that just unveils in front of him. And it's awesome because in the comic, too, he wears like a weird sci-fi spacesuit. It looks really, really sick.
All right, here we go. Yeah, if you guys want, you can get 3 books in here. So here we go. The anthology is like 100 pages, right?
88 pages for the anthology.
88 pages. So definitely get this. This is the first book I ever got from Zach.
Oh shit! What's up, Jimmy?
Jimmy Ray!
What's going on, Jimmy? Yeah! The link, just message me. Here we go. This is the first one I got from Zach. Absolutely worth a read. It's a lot of cool short stories in there. From I know it was like at the Kubert School, right? A bunch of Kubert School kids.
It was apparently I broke the record apparently for I not the first comic to be made while being a student there, but like the most pages and gathering of students for one project.
Mm-hmm.
I broke the record for that.
So this record-breaking book you can also get in addition to Voyage issue 1, and also, guys, this is what, like $5? This
Voyage the Call, for an add-on item. I got extra copies lying around. I got 40 copies of that, 50 copies of the anthology, something. So honestly, I want people to get the full experience, so that's why I wanted to include them into the campaign.
Mm. It's good stuff, man. Yeah, Zach has this is going to be his 3rd book, so you can get 3 books of this campaign, which I always like when there's multiple books on a campaign. Like I get more story. So you get all of them digitally with the early bird, but you get the one physically, which is just the standard cover. You get your desktop image, which is which one? This
that
one
right there. Yeah,
that one's cool. And these characters, at least one of them is in.
They're all in it. What is it?
In the anthology?
So, in the anthology, you have Troglodyte, which is that barbarian-looking character where the light's right on top of him. Then the character that's holding a candy cane is Slothman. He's in Voyage to the Call and the anthology. And then, actually, Zone and Air Rider, which is those 2 characters side by side next to the barbarian, they're actually not in the anthology. They were supposed to be in the sequel that fell through. But I loved this image so much.
If there were enough fans.
Oh, absolutely, dude! It was going to be a hardcover 200-page anthology. Bobby did a story for it.
I did a story where Elon Musk, because there's a custody battle over the corpse of Charles Manson when he died. So I did a really incredibly stupid idea where I thought it'd be funny if Elon Musk purchased the body at the 11th hour of the battle, and he decided to launch Charles Manson's body into outer space. And he actually lands on a planet at some point with sentient life. And and then these people bring him back to life, and he immediately enslaves them with the intention of coming back to Earth and conquering humanity. And
this is so good. Oh man, what if
no, Vaughn, you don't understand. The fucking stories that was gonna be in that book was like it was gonna show the strength of this, the type of quality that some of us as students that were graduates were gonna bring to the table to the industry. Like, there's a story that's actually gonna be a mini comic for a stretch goal that's included in this campaign that was supposed to go in that book, called Scorn versus Mothman. And it's a pot smoking demon against this cryptid character called Mothman, and they get into a fight with each other. You want to see some crazy shit? Each page has a minimum of 12 panels, and they work so well. And it's done by this legendary guy named Stephen Beard.
I was gonna say, yeah, wasn't there Stevens pages?
Yeah, Bobby, you remember that shit too, right? Like,
Yeah,
the quality.
this guy,
Oh man,
he had this like plot style where like that whole '90s image thing that I love now, where just every square inch of this fucking page was filled with lines. Like, it's just incredible to look at. But
I'm really hoping to get that stretch goal hit, because I absolutely want to get that mini comic made. And
so you'll get a mini comic if you hit a stretch goal, and will that come with everything?
Oh yeah, so anyone, everyone in the chat.
The variants in a bit. What are the stretch goals?
So the stretch goals, there's 3 right now, but there's going to be more pending along the way. So the stretch goal is, you're about to hit it right there. That's going to be the first stretch goal. You got to scroll up a little bit. No, scroll up a little bit.
Oh. Woo!
That's the first one. This is Scorn
never make
versus
that noise
Mothman.
again, Vaughn.
Okay. Black Lives Matter. Thank you.
Thank you.
You're not currently flooded. Yeah, the rain has been really bad here, by the way, the last couple of days. And now, of course, the day I committed to streaming all day, the day I'm like, no, I want to.
Yeah, it's gorgeous out.
It's gorgeous out.
Gorgeous full day out. I experienced it for like a few minutes. That was cool.
I didn't get flooded, though. Not anymore. So were you flooded, Jules? I don't know. We'll see. But all right, Zach, tell them about this.
So Scorn versus Mothman is just, it's 10 pages of this fucking boss-ass fight between a pot-smoking demon who's contracted to, whack a lot of these weird-ass characters on a hit list.
Whacking that ass.
Yeah. And Mothman, which is like this weird cryptid king character, who rules over Motheria. This was created by Sam Wolliver, but Scorn has to go after Mothman, so he zaps right into his world, and they get into this fucking fight that lasts between 7 pages, and it's insane. I'm telling you, Vaughn, there's one page that has 18 panels. 18.
Ooh, 18?
And you can see every single panel very fucking clearly. It's badass.
Did you put any art from this up there, Zach?
I don't have the art, the narratives in this, because there's only a couple pages that were fully colored. But what I'll do is I'll send the images to Vaughn, so he can show everybody.
It's worth it, dude.
Fucking,
it's worth
why
it.
not? Let me.
Slide
You know
by.
what? Yeah. So I'm gonna pull those up right now and send it to Vaughn.
We stand Platt hard here.
So these are some other people you're working with, Zach?
Let me see what we're looking at. Yeah, Scorn versus Mothman. That was Stephen Beard did the artwork. It was created by Sam Wolliver. It was and written by him. And then Stephen Beard also did that cover that you're looking at right now. And then Nick Capone is going to go ahead and do the colors for it.
Nick Capone.
So if it hits every stretch goal, how many possible you could get? The main book, the 2 bonus books, and then the 2 stretch goals, right?
Yeah. So
get up to 5
each stretch goal is a mini comic, except the last one, which is an Adam Kuber print, which will be colored.
Holy shit, dude!
Mm-hmm. And everyone, once those goals are hit, everyone gets it.
Yeah. So tell everyone. Well, okay, we'll get to this in order. So the second one is the Reptilia comic.
Reptilia, the guy who inks my book, he has a character that he creates, which he's going to launch a campaign next month called Reptilia. She's like this time traveling woman, which is, you know, she hits that tits and ass realm, you know, genre, the whole bad girl thing.
Oh, now we're
So-
talking actual tits and ass. We're talking your definition of tits and ass.
No, hit the
Pornography.
actual definition. So, you know, Reptilia, she time travels and she goes against. She's got like a dinosaur, a T-Rex that she sits on, takes with her as a pet, and she goes everywhere. Like, you know, it's really cool. She like the first mini comic is she goes to this weird Aztecan realm, and then she's after like an artifact or something like that.
Are people
Wayne
saying
Gro's
something
here.
stupid? Oh, Wayne Gro's in the
Wayne
chat?
Gro's here.
Well, you know who else is here, ladies and gentlemen? Hold on.
Jules?
A sec. No.
No, it's definitely.
Now, this is epic.
How you doing,
Hey,
Paul?
what's cracking, dude?
What's cracking, guys?
So Zach is launching his book. We're going through all the tiers, and then can you pull up yours, or and then we can pull up yours, dude. Zach, sometimes trying to make you look presentable for backers is really,
I'm trying to get the fucking pages for Stephen Beard's stories so you can see.
That's
like
fine.
it's no joke.
All right. So then we get this one, and then you can get, if you hit $7,000, which isn't that high, honestly, you get a colored Adam Kuber print. Tell everyone the story behind that, Zach.
Oh, dude, that shit's fucking amazing. But right before I get into that, Vaughn, I just uploaded those 3 images. They're screenshotted into Hard
All right.
Chargers tab. So Adam Kuber, right? So this was when he was still at the school and before the school got, you know, overthrown by another guy. But so while I was a student there, I was a second-year student, and it was the summer in between that year. And I was knee deep in the anthology comic. Like, you know, we're talking about pages like that I was, you know, trying to get from all these artists on top of like getting my stuff done. And Adam Kuber, I was like a janitor, you know, trying to, you know, get the, you know, mansion cleaned up and all the things prepped up for the next following year. So who do I see walking down the basement hallway? Adam Kuber. And so Adam, like, you know, passes by me. He's like, oh, hey, you know, how are you? You know, he's like, oh, you working here? I was like, yeah, I'm just trying to pay off some of the bills. But, you know, he's like, oh, so how's that comic that you're working on? I hear from some of the instructors that you're putting a book together and you got a lot of people for it. And I was like, and I was telling him, I was like, yeah, dude, like, this is my first comic. And I honestly, I really want to, I see everyone that I'm working with as family, you know, everyone that I've been here with so far, you know, they're like my family. So I want to make sure that this book is the best of the best, you know, of my talents and theirs. So I'm trying really hard to get it out there. And then he goes like, nonchalant, because I was stuttering on my words, like how I'm talking right now is how I was trying to get the words relayed out to him to explain it. And then he goes, he like, without stuttering, he's like, is there anything I can do for it? And I was like, you know, I'm like, what? Like, he goes, you know, he's like, you know what? Don't tell me what you want right now. Give it some thought over the weekend, and then, you know, come see me in my office, and, you know, tell me what you want. You know, we'll talk about it. And I was just like, fucking, like, whoa. I remember when I clocked out from like that little gig, I ran to the mansion because that's where I was staying at for the summer. And I'm calling people on the phone. It's like, yo, motherfucker, like, check this shit out. You're never gonna guess what fucking happened. And like, and that was really the motivating factor for everyone else to go ahead and haul ass to get their stories done. Because once Adam Kuber, you know, said he was gonna do that, everyone was like, oh shit, now I gotta get this done for real. So I see him after the weekend, and I was like, you know, I've been doing some thinking, and I was like, is it too much? Like, you don't have to, and, you know, because I understand you got a lot of deadlines. He's like, just tell me what you want. And I was like, would you like to do a drawing of Sonderon? And he's like, yeah. Here's my email, my personal phone number. Text me the images of the reference and stuff like that, what you want, and I'll go ahead and get it done. So, you know, I didn't get any like process shots or anything like that. A month later happens. and now I'm like, I get that fucking image. Like he gives it to me. Like the drawing itself, he's like, doing the drawing and then giving me the file is one thing. He's like, the drawing itself is yours.
Wow. Do you have it
I was
right with you?
Oh, absolutely.
Can we see it?
Yeah, let me go grab it. Give me 1 second.
Guys, so while that's and I will show off the pages here. We'll get through all the tiers. And then we're gonna refresh, and then I want to show off Paul's book, and we'll show off everyone's stuff. But yeah.
The Hard Chargers, what is that on? Indiegogo?
No, Hard Chargers is the name of this show. It's Sunday. Every Sunday we get generally where there's more alcohol.
I just typed that shit in on the fucking Indiegogo. I'm like, why can't I find this shit?
No, Voyage is the name of the book.
All right, cool.
It's in the chat too. I'll put it in the private chat too.
Cool.
By the way, guys, I don't know if I mentioned it. I am the editor on this book.
Nice.
So
I've
read the script. Good.
When does this book come out?
Zach?
Huh?
Zach, when's your book come out? Like if I buy it, when do I get it?
Oh, you ain't gonna wait long. You're gonna get it by like February, March. This is it.
Fuck yeah.
That's so cool, dude.
Dude, that's screen. You know what? I'm gonna just get.
Oh, it's on your.
No, you don't have to take it out.
It's on your
Be careful. Well, the glare. I need people to see this, like for what it really is.
It's on your campaign here, isn't it?
Yes, but seeing it like.
Well, but we want to see the original art.
Oh,
seeing the original
on
paper.
I get you.
There we go.
Nice.
Oh,
that's so cool.
So here's a big thing that you could take the full screen off of me. But here's the thing: the reason why this piece is like the meaning behind it is a lot more than him doing a drawing and putting it for the book. Apparently, back in the 90s, when Adam was teaching, he used to go ahead and do drawings, generally for students who were going to the school. Apparently, because there's always going to be somebody who fucks it up for the rest of them. There was one student that asked Adam to draw him something, right? And he did it, gives it to him. You know what the kid does? He fucking sells it on eBay for a shit ton of money. Adam finds it on eBay, and he got super upset about it. He's like, I'm not doing another drawing for anybody else again. So now, many years later, he's not doing any drawings, and I get this drawing. I don't know about this story yet. I have the drawing in my hands. It's in the book, and teachers are coming up to me. They're like, "Dude, how did you do that?" Like, and I'm like, "What do you mean?" Like, I don't know. I honestly don't know how I did it. He's like, "Listen, man, you don't understand. Like, you're the first student since like '95 or something like that. Since Adam did that drawing for that student, sold it. Like, I mean, that's a big deal. That's not an easy feat that you just got right there." So I was like shocked. I was like, "Oh fuck, man!"
That's so cool.
Jimmy Reyes says, "Hey Zach, do you remember when you had an original Adam Kubert art before you took it out of the frame and ruined it?"
But
I'm gonna send Jimmy the link.
But yeah, like I'm never gonna sell it. That's a huge memory for me. It will always be on me, no matter what.
Oh, I can't send Jimmy. I can't message you because I'm not verified. And I don't think we're following each other. Or I don't think you're following. I think I'm following you.
Oh, did you show him the Scorn pages?
Dude, the Scorn pages?
Yeah, the ones that I sent you on Discord. Just to tell people, like,
I'm gonna show. Okay. I was waiting for you, buddy. But
I'm ready. So,
all right, but hold on, Zach. Before we do that, we have someone.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
Hello.
How's it going, Jules?
Yeah, that's fucked up. I want one of those intros.
Yeah, I don't give. I have to start making more. I get lazy, but then it's good to have them, especially with like people like Jay have come on so much. Anyway, all right. So I'm gonna pull this up in another tab. So, well, first it's for this story, right, Zach?
It's for Scorn versus Mothman, a mini comic that's going to be the first stretch goal, and once it's hit, everyone gets it.
Dude, I'm also. I mean, I
nuts.
won't deter from the subject for now, but I'm like big into Mothman, like the myth or the legend. You know, the cryptid story. Yeah, I'm big into that, man.
I can't wait for that. Honestly, Zach showed me some of the pages from that.
Yeah, here they are. Here's some pages.
So, mind you, guys.
Wow.
This is one of the this is the finished colored page. There's a couple pages that Vaughn's going to show you.
Who's the colorist again?
Nick Capone.
Oh, Nick is so
okay,
good.
Nick does a lot, dude. That man does so much color work for me. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, he's coloring Voyage too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nick's a great dude.
Yeah, he's.
This is another page. So this is where like Scorn makes his entrance to Mothman on Motheria.
Motheria. So your Mothman or this guy's Mothman is on a different planet.
Yeah, he's on a different planet, and the planet's called Motheria. And Scorn gets zapped from hell to Motheria to take his ass out. And if you, I don't know,
that's awesome.
You gotta zoom in. You gotta zoom in, because like all these panels, like you're missing out on fucking detail, dude. It is insane.
Wow.
This is nuts, dude. This looks reminiscent of. Isn't there like a Wolverine piece that's very similar to this?
There's a lot of. There's a lot. A lot of people use that pose.
Wait till you see the next page. This is
There's
the
a
one
Spider-Man.
Ooh.
You got to zoom in on this, bro. So this one
is my favorite page right here.
This one needs to get fully colored. But here we go. So like Scorn, takes his sword out of his chest, like this weird demon sword. And the sword has chainsaws on it, so it's revving up, and he's like ready to fucking go in for the kill. So he jumps at Mothman. In the second row of panels, and then they just start duking it out. You might have to zoom in again.
You talking here?
What is it? 4, 8, 12, 13.
4, 8, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 panels.
17 panels.
That is nuts. You think if I wrote that in a script, my artist would hate me? Probably.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
That is crazy.
Do you know how hard it is to do a narrative page with that many panels and convey everything clearly?
Dude, this is masterful, man. This is really good shit. So hang on. I did find real quick because I thought where the fuck is it not? Okay. Right here. Boom. Look at this. All right. Keep that in mind. Right here. Because I just found this. I was going through my Wolverine book. Right here.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
Is that Sam Keith? It has to be.
That's Rob Liefeld.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh, you could find a Spider-Man pose like that.
Oh, I'm sure there's a million.
Yeah.
I drew my character in a pose like that. I didn't even know.
I think I've seen like anime poses like that too.
Yeah.
But it's cool, man. That looks awesome. So again, guys, let's make sure we get it to that goal. Oh wait, shit.
Hell yeah.
Pull up this.
Vaughn, why don't you refresh?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was gonna actually wait even a little longer, but I can do it now. We could go through. Well, first let's show off the covers, and then I'm gonna refresh it. I want to get the big bump. So we got the B cover, which is Chris Campana, right?
Yep.
This one's great. And then the C cover. Oh, this one's a wraparound by Bob Harden. Bob Harden, we met at Garden State, if you guys remember. We took a picture with him with Buzz.
Yeah, that one's sick.
That one's awesome.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, the meteors are great. COVID. That's what COVID looks like. And he did them as fucking.
Wait, actually?
Yeah, that's what COVID looks like.
Nice.
Like the strain virus or whatever.
Yeah, it does.
He was like, I'm gonna create meteors out of them.
Nice.
So it's
mouths?
like a timestamp.
Yeah.
Zach, are those like little mouths coming out?
They
of
are.
It? That's so cool.
Dude, he just fucking did a album cover for Meatloaf's band recently.
Oh shit!
What?
Yeah, his name is getting bigger.
Yeah, Bob Harden is a big deal. Jan Duursema variant cover right here.
It will be colored.
So this one isn't covered, but yeah, she's obviously a big Star Wars artist. We met her too. Then of course the infamous TNA cover, both versions. So how many covers is that total?
That's got to be 5. 2,
1,
3,
2,
4,
3,
5,
4,
6.
5, 6. Come on, Zach. Learn to count.
Yeah, like.
So that means that if it reaches all the stretch goals, and if you got all 6 covers, and then you got the 2 other books, and then the stretch goals, that's 10 comic books, dude. That's a fucking good campaign. That's a really good campaign. So let's go ahead now and refresh this. Where are we at? All right.
Bad boy. Hey.
6%. All right, guys, let's keep that rolling. I'm going to real quick. We have some other guests. I will get back to this. But Paul, Project Analysis, do I have can you send the link in the private chat to your campaign?
Whoa, okay.
Oh, shit.
Well,
yeah.
Exactly.
And I'll drink I'll get a beer. Let's see, probably every like $500 or something. I don't know. We'll see.
I'm probably going to abstain from the drinking.
Yeah,
tonight.
maybe that might be a good idea, but I already said I'd do it. I said I'd do it, and then I kind of regretted it, but I'm like, listen, if people are forking over money, I said it.
I do not remember anything.
Oh, yeah, that was funny. We got to talk about that at some point. One sec.
Oh, absolutely. Down the whole wine bottle over there.
Oh, my God.
Cecil in the chat. Guys, what did you do to my girlfriend? She's wasted. The entire bottle is gone. I came in to get a glass of wine and it's all gone.
Did he really say that?
Yeah, he did.
He
absolutely
said
did.
that.
Oh my God. No. Yeah, that was.
Man. What's fun? Yeah, you were gone, dude. You literally left. You're like, guys, I'll be back. Give me a second, and then
that was it.
Never to return.
Some of the people in the chat were like, "Did Jules die or something?" Like,
I kind of did. I went outside. I went down the stairs, and it was raining out, freezing cold. And Cecil said he found me like on the ground in a fetal position.
Yo, that's how you do it.
Yeah, that was bad. See, I got wine drunk. Never get wine drunk because it sneaks up on you.
Oh, wine. Oh, dude, I got wine drunk one time. It was not a fucking pretty sight. I think I was a first year student at the Cooper School, and I got like a Barefoot brand bottle of wine. Drank that shit, and it fucked me up real bad. I was on the bathroom floor at the mansion.
Yeah.
And anyone who knows the mansion knows that's place is,
that's not good. That's not a good place to be passed out on. This disgusting, shit-drenched, cum-encrusted, just like the filth of the earth inhabits that floor. And Zach was just face down.
Oh, man. Oh, and actually, I think Kickstarters, I forgot, open better in another tab. For some reason, on my PC specifically, they open better on. Or, okay, you know what? I'll play the trailer in this tab, and then I will.
Put the volume this time, bro.
Yeah, no, that's what I mean. Because for some fucking reason, the volume doesn't play in the other tab, but the campaign doesn't show in one. So with Kickstarter, I don't know why. Like, I have no idea why my computer's like this, specifically with Kickstarter, and only my PC too. My Mac. Perfectly fine, no issues ever. All right, here we go. 49 backers? Come on, 50. Let's 50.
In the year 2090, a speedster named Crimson Pain rises up and eliminates all the heroes in existence. So the government unites and makes a super enhanced team called Project Analysis to fight off this rising rebellion. In this world, there is no multiverse and no extra lives. Super action-packed with stellar story alongside a phenomenal team of artists in a total of 120 interior pages. Join us in our mission to make this volume book a success, bringing this series to life yet again in a trade paperback. This is an indie comic. This is Project Analysis.
There we go.
Sick.
Nice. I'd back up.
No, you know what?
That looks awesome.
Thank you.
I'm going to Kickstarter.
Who drew that?
Here we go. The list.
Just
All
say
right.
you did.
No, I'm the writer and publisher. Episode 0 was Corey Hampshire. He's done, Venom, Deadpool, X-Men, tons of cool stuff. Then I have Julian Shaw on episode 1. He just did his Spider-Man annual. He does Moon Girl on Marvel Comics Unlimited. And then we have Kyle Penchcock on episode 1 as well. He's doing a lot of Star Wars board games and G.I. Joe board games. And then we have Samuel Marquise. He's my independent guy that we've been crushing. And he's on 2 and 3, and he's on my spinoff series, Omega 2090. That's
nice,
it.
Man.
Yeah, the action looks amazing.
Yeah, dude.
Look at
This
that.
looks great.
Yeah, the whole point is realistic, like crazy fight scenes, like taking Mortal Kombat, slashing that with Avengers-esque, and then, having a compelling story that's going to constantly grow. So there's no do-overs, so we're never going to have that ever again. So once we kill off someone horribly, which we do often, they never come back.
Oh, yeah.
Good.
No, they
Good.
and they die brutally, man. You can see the Mortal Kombat influence.
Look at
Look
that
at this one. Fucking,
That's a light kill.
That's sick.
yeah.
And that's a
Oh,
hero
yeah.
doing that to him.
Dude, this is I like the fucking map. You know what, dude? I'm gonna fucking back you. That looks really fucking good.
Thank you.
Also, I will say Paul is one of the at cons. This guy, because I remember I met him at Terrificon, which fingers crossed I'm hoping we can all table at next year as a group. But like that's where I first met Paul. I got episode 0 before it was even crowdfunding. And this man sells games. I've just sat by and watched it. He pulls in everyone and makes so many fucking sales. It's nuts.
Yeah,
I
just backed it. You're good.
Oh, so you number 50 then?
Yeah. Oh shit! I have 50. Motherfucker, you better give me something special for that. I just emailed your ass out.
The next specialty will be at 100 backers. We give a bunch of digital books away at I forgot what the price. It was $3K. We got a mini print. A lot of our Kickstarter is done 3,000, 4,000, but this is the trade. I did sell a lot of trades at the Comic-Cons, so we sold already like 210 of them from our online site and from San Diego and Terrificon. So these are two different covers that you wouldn't get from the conventions that I'm selling for the event, and then we'll go from there once the event's over.
Yeah, that's a good thing to incentivize. I recommend this. I know Rini does it, but like everyone should do it. You should have exclusives, I think, for your all right. So I'm not a huge
definitely.
variant cover guy, generally speaking. I'm not. But if you're gonna do them, which I sometimes, listen, I've never regretted buying one ever. But if you're gonna do them, I recommend making them really going in and making them exclusives. Like what I'm gonna do probably with mine is making the you can get T-shirts maybe with that art or like prints later on, but like on a cover of a comic, I'm gonna make that limited.
No.
Oh, Zach's gonna disagree.
No, I was gonna say I don't want none of that wagon shit. I want a note from you that says "I love you. Thank you for hitting number 50."
Nice.
Your name.
No, I'll get your
Sincerely yours.
logo later today once I have my card. I'm downstairs.
Thank you.
I'm in the dungeon right now.
Nice. No, it really does. Honestly, I even like when I backed Mythicals, I got a printed letter from, because they often, like Graham Nolan does it. If you guys ever back him, like sometimes people will have like a message saying like thank you to the backers. But Hojo wrote on his to my favorite cult leader Vaughn. So that was very
Ain't
nice.
that sweet?
He's got the link. Yeah, so I'm a cult leader, and I'm also a comic book creator, and I help promote people. So
no, go down to that. I like that.
This the giant size X-Men number 1.
Let me tell you something. I fucking cannot stand people doing homages because when they do,
Zach, you're not.
Let me finish. You piece of shit. Because when people do homages, it's very tough to nail it on the fucking head.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so this right here, that's an homage done right.
That's a great one too.
You look at the colors in the as the paper rips. You look at the characters and dude, this was done right. I like that a lot.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, we made it our own, and that's Corey. I gave him what the layout was, and he just rips it. And he's killing it with these covers. I'm actually gonna get the inks. I get that shipped to my house hopefully in a couple weeks. All of his stuff are real lines and inks. So like, I'm not gonna take it off the wall because I have to hang it back up, and I'll be a big pain in the ass.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Wait, let me see. Wait, fuck. I guess I'll do it. Hold on. Fuck.
Full screen that bitch.
I'm not taking it out of the thing.
I don't blame you. Oh my god.
Yeah.
You know, I have all the pages from episode 0. These are the 2 I keep down here. I have all the covers that he does. They're all upstairs. We have another New Mutants homage. And all that
Yep,
stuff, so.
New Mutants 80, the first.
Yeah, 87
cable,
first
87,
cable.
yeah.
I have that upstairs in my hallway.
Yeah, I
and
like
then
this
keep
book.
our...
Nice colors. Yeah, the
I
colors.
think I have
are-
that one.
What?
No, I think I have that one. The one I backed it. The one with the cable cover.
Yeah, it's nice, right?
Yeah, fucking sick.
Yeah, we he's doing great with them, and you know, and a lot of the guys too, you know, they repost them, and it revolves around the story. You know, like it is out with the old in with the new. The supervillain maybe murders all those people that are in the blue in the back, and then that's why you got the new heroes that are there, breaking through. And I love it. I can't wait to get them. I was gonna print them for New York Comic Con, but I'm just doing my standard cover, the one they have that I've been doing at cons.
That's dope, man. That's really cool.
Vaughn,
Definitely-
you gotta show him. You gotta show him this because,
Show him
because since we're on go to Heart Chargers thing, it's gonna be there.
Okay.
Since we're already on the whole like topic of homages and whatnot, when Voyage the Call happened, I did do an homage to my favorite cover of all time.
Nice.
No, hold on. I see it. Oh, yeah, I already pulled it up. Oh, okay. Yeah, there we go. This one's, I mean, yeah, it's
If
great.
only
of course.
somebody would send a super chat. Oh, Dan, you see Crisis Comics? Like what he said?
Yeah.
Someone super chat him! Yeah!
Zach, you okay, man?
No.
All right. Well, okay. So, wait, actually, I'm going to go ahead and promote something for myself, too. You know, I write.
Living Legends.
No, actually, I'm not. It's not Living Legends, you fucking asshole.
What the fuck?
So mean.
No, all right, I'm kidding. It's ready, right
Get
here.
wrecked, shitlib.
So this is a trade paperback. So this is my first ever published work. Is in here. It's a 10-page short story. That's not. It's called Land of the Lawless.
Ooh, I
It's
like that setup. The blood
right here.
stain with
Boom.
the
Boom. 10 page. You can read the first 4 pages as it gets into the action, but basically it revolves around this chick. Her name is Lyra Lawless. She's driving her way through a futuristic West in a high-tech truck, only to be ambushed, and she has to fight her way out. And if this gets enough love, I'd love to turn this into a full comic and ongoing series. I initially wrote it as a screenplay in film school, and then I was given there was a writing contest that Phil was holding, and basically the winner was going to get their work published as a 10-pager in the back of this trade paperback.
Wow.
And I won that writing contest because what I did was I took the opening scene of my screenplay, which is very self-contained, and I converted it into a comic book script, and then I sent it. And Bobby inked this.
That's
Oh,
right.
really?
Yeah, this is Bobby's first published work too, right?
Nice.
It is my first published work.
Yeah, so Bobby and I, it's our first published work. If you think we're
That's
going
awesome.
anywhere, even as a collector's item, maybe worth getting. Make sure, though, that the version you back has Land of the Lawless in it, whether it's this one or one of the other ones. And there are, if you'll notice, 3 different covers by known artists. So this one is just a mock-up, but this is just showing what it's going to look like.
That's awesome. I
Dude,
fucking
Chris
love that.
Bacalo is
I like
fucking
Chris
amazing.
Bacalo, then David Mack right here, and then Sienkiewicz, Bill Sienkiewicz right here, which being published with a Bill Sienkiewicz cover is crazy because, you know, I love Sienkiewicz's stuff. So let's see, limited to 10, Bill Sienkiewicz glow in the dark cover. Are those already sold out? Let's see. And you can get Phil. Phil is a great guy. Phil Russert's a fantastic guy. And so
Carry on your channel one. You should
yeah, he will be. Yeah, I'm getting to that. He's going to be. I'm going to be interviewing him on Tuesday to talk about this book and what it's about. But basically, tragedy. She's like the daughter of this Irish mob hitman, and she's taken on like I want to say like these guys right here. She's taking on in like a gang war, and she's trying to find her own path. It's pretty cool. This is going to be 5 issues, so it includes that, and then as a bonus, my story with Bobby. So.
Yeah, I might have to back this, not just for your guys' thing, but this looks really,
It's
really
good.
cool, honestly.
Yeah, it's
That
really
cover.
good.
Oh, can you go back to that? Like,
This
with
one?
Jules there. That no, the one up by
Up. The
Oh.
yeah, that one.
Bacalo one.
Bacalo? Yeah, that's
That
just a
one's
mock-up.
sick.
Yeah, once that's
So that's his rough.
Yeah, that's his rough.
Yeah, I love it just as the rough, honestly. I love that kind of sketchy feel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What's the campaign ad for that one?
It is 60 backers, 3,800. 61. Hold on, let's see. Yeah, still 61. But I'm gonna go ahead and put that. But yeah, Bobby and I's first published work, guys, is
That's one spicy meatball.
Exactly.
Sure, Zach.
That should be enough to get it going as a campaign, right? Right, Vaughn? Like clearly the people have spoken. They want Lyra back.
That's what I'm listen. And also, if you want that as a series, let me know. Jimmy, I can't message you the link because you're not following me. But if you want to come on, Jimmy Reyes, I'm more than happy to have you. And with that, we're done with that. Okay, so now back to Zacky Wackies. Or actually, no. Let's pull up.
Damn, I'm sorry, but like I look really sexy right now. Like, the way the light is hitting me, my beard and everything right now, I look fucking mint.
You're so modest, Zach.
I look fucking mint.
I want your confidence, Zach.
I spent like 3 minutes in the day looking at a mirror and be like,
Bobby, let's tell everyone about our other work together. This is going to be our first full comic together. We have the 10-pager, but this one.
Yeah. So this is Brutor. It's a mutant barbarian type character in a dystopian cyberpunk future. We find out more about him sort of as the book progresses. He sort of has like I'm sure there's some name for this trope where the protagonist doesn't really know much about himself and he sort of learns as the story goes on, but it's not coming to me. And yeah, so it's just a conglomerate of things I grew up loving. Just your 90s Image, your Heavy Metal magazine, all in one pot. And if you we're at 84 signups now. I would really appreciate it if we could get to 85 tonight, and even 90. That would be sick. And Vaughn's writing it, I'm drawing it, and actually working on the introduction of Brutor's arch nemesis Maxodon right now. There's a double-page spread that Zach, or Reed, not Zach, our Zach, but like Zachary in the chat, called dibs on. Back. Sign up.
Hell yeah.
Signed up, 85.
Thank you, Paul. Appreciate it, my friend.
Paul's a good man.
85.
He should have. I know you weren't at. Are you going to be at Garden State this year, Paul?
What did they open it yet?
No, but I'm just. Are you planning on going?
Yeah, if I message myself on time, I usually have alerts of like when these other cons come out, like because you gotta get your tables early. So Terrificon, if you do want to go, those tables sell December 1st. So.
Yeah, I'm working on getting. And what do you need to show off to do that?
I'm working on it.
Terrificon's first come first serve type thing. So
okay.
At least that's what it is when I do it.
All right, December. All right, so we're gonna get that in order.
But you'll get a table.
I heard a rumor.
Yeah,
I heard a rumor that some people were coming to Ocean City Comic-Con.
Oh yeah, I was considering that.
I'm considering it too. It's December 9th, I think.
Yeah.
That's a pretty cool time slot because, unofficially it seems like conventions die from like Rhode Island Comic Con and like first weekend of November, roughly, all the way until like, I don't know, like April or some shit. So that's a pretty cool, right in the smack dab of the middle time slot there. So it's definitely interesting.
I'll be there, guys. So.
Awesome, man. Yeah, I might be going too. I know Sean Arendt.
Damn, I didn't even know about this one either.
It's in Maryland, right?
Yeah, I'm so bad with this stuff. Is it one day?
It's I think it's one day, a Saturday.
Let me see.
What's it called again?
Ocean City Comic-Con. I'll be there with Sean, Chris Graves, Mark.
Oh shit, Chris Graves is going there too?
Yeah.
That guy is awesome.
I'm going with them to Denver for the Spawn Con.
Oh, you're going to that? Fuck, I'm so jealous.
Yeah.
Why'd they fucking have it in Denver, man?
I know. But for me, I'm in Winnipeg. For me, it was $300 to fly there, and I'm like, done. So.
Yeah, that's nice. It's probably
they sold out of tables. That's whack. Now I know, though, for next year.
For SpawnCon or for Ocean City Con?
Ocean City. Maryland's not that far. I drive to Baltimore
Oh, Baltimore. Yeah, I know. I miss Baltimore.
for the Baltimore Comic Con. That one's good.
Wait a minute, they sold out already? That's
Well, no. The Ocean City it says the December 9th, 20 event is closed. The booth sales closed. Waiting list is full. Apply to 2024 on May 1st, 2024. So there's my
Vaughn. I guess you and I could just go fuck ourselves then.
Yeah,
No, no,
we could go as
if you want
fans.
to exhibit.
You can hop down and you can sit with Sean and I and
all
that stuff.
It's so
Ooh,
tough
that
for
could
me
be
to kind of like go as a fan now.
Yeah, I get it because
yeah,
it's a creator.
it really is. Yeah,
I've been working my ass off to get as much of the book done as I can today. So till next year, my plan is a lot of my sales I want to do through going to cons. Like I'm going to do as many online as possible, but then I want to also really hit the con floor and be selling.
Cons are where it's at, man.
Again, I'm in Winnipeg. We got jack shit up here. So.
So here we go. Living Legends. Sign up for Living Legends. My superhero comic. It will be colored. 64 pages. Set 20 years after World War III. This teenage boy, who's the son of a war veteran, is struck by lightning while holding this crystal, and he gets superpowers. Gets super speed and electricity powers. And he tries to strike out on his own, become a superhero, and interfere at a heist at a nuclear reactor, only to find himself fighting a villain that's way out of his league. This is just issue 1, the origin story for what will become a team book. So if that sounds interesting to you at all, make sure to sign up. Also, you will get an exclusive free trading card by Jules once that's done.
Yes, sir.
Oh, that's right.
Who's that character based off of? What's his name?
Off of himself. Off of himself.
He looks like one, man.
Isn't it obvious?
I believe the term is white lightning. If that's
His
correct.
hair, one, dude.
One self-insert comic.
I don't see any resemblance. I'm
Nothing?
not talking about.
It does.
I don't know about
Kind of
that.
looks like you, dude.
A little bit. No, it's a little self-inserty, a little bit. You know, I came up to
color it, or is it black and white?
No, it's gonna be in color. It's gonna be fully colored.
Dude, I remember being at the school. Fucking our instructors were like, if you're gonna create something, make sure you don't self-insert stories.
Well,
like don't do
Really?
that.
Did they?
Yeah,
rule
I
number
was
one.
told that. I was like, rule number 1: do not do self-insert stories. It's
Well,
a
it's-
huge turn
That's all
off.
that Marvel and DC do now. It's okay.
Yeah, but wait, to what
Pretty much.
degree? Like if it's
Oh.
one of these, if it's hold on a second, Zach, because Steve Ditko, obviously did a bit of self-insert with Spider-Man, right? You know
Right.
this, I know this. Right, there's a difference between that where it's like you take elements that work from your life to a cohesive story versus Cyclops is a moderator on the X-Men Reddit or whatever stupid bullshit they have going on now with the comics that they're putting out now. It's like a big disparity. I mean,
It's different. Like when you're just putting aspects of yourself into a character, right? Like that works. But if it's just this character who has been around forever and ever, and you're inserting, and now they think, act, look exactly
like you, even though they were
Right.
established. Yeah.
well, that's a real thing. They're actually I'm not keeping up with modern X-Men, but they actually have a thing now. Vaughn probably knows more about this than me, where they run like a fucking mutant subreddit or some shit.
Oh, that
like
was. Oh my.
Yeah, was that
So-
was that New Mutants?
Was it New Mutants?
No, that was
New
fucking-
Mutants.
No, it wasn't
whatever.
New Warriors. It wasn't that. It was fucking Children of the Atom.
Oh,
That was it.
Ah.
Every character was just this character, but it's a different race, indoor gender, indoor sexuality.
This one's an influencer.
Yo, you want
This
to
one's a
talk
big
about
one.
some bullshit? I'm a little behind on Amazing Spider-Man reading it. The last issue I read was issue 26, and I'll tell you right now, by God,
Right
it
now?
is fucking because it's at issue 33 right now. But 26 is the last issue I read. It is fucking horseshit. It is bad. I'm
I
sorry.
can't believe you're
dude.
still buying. I can't believe you're buying it still.
I'm all here. For me, I only have 50 issues left to complete my Amazing Spider-Man run. I'm just trying to collect up to issue 1,000, and I'm stopping. Just because it's a 1 to 1,000, that's it. But what the fuck, man? Kamala Khan, dying in issue 26, but she has no relevance in the whole series at all whatsoever.
And she's
the
back as a
fucking
mutant.
builder. Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
who gives a shit? Like-
yeah, no one cares. But like, disregard, Kamala Khan, for example. Just look at the story in itself. It is fucking retardedly dumb. Like it really is. It is because it's like, how is it? Because in issue, like I'll tell you, like issue 1 through 8, 1 through 9 of that reboot, it's actually not bad because Peter going against Tombstone, Spider-Man going against Tombstone, that whole gang warfare kind of thing where Tombstone outsmarts Spider-Man was pretty fucking cool. Especially where he was in the basement, he was about to die. It was good, especially John Romita Jr. I'm not knocking on his artwork. I know some people are fans of him, some people are not. It's pretty good, but the writing, past that is fucking horseshit because this whole storyline that they're building up, right? They just rebooted the series after the whole Ben Reilly bullshit thing, which was terrible too. They reboot it. Now now you got Peter. They build it up like 6 months later. He fucked everything up in his storyline. Like, everyone hates him. Superheroes and his friends, like, they can't stand him. He's fallen behind on everything. You're like, dude, what the hell did this guy do, right? And then, Mary Jane's got, like, these 2 kids. And you're kind of like, I kind of like where this is going. Maybe they're referring back
They
to
friend zoned him though. That's so stupid.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing. In the beginning, they could get away with it because it's a build-up, to the story. Because you're like, all right. Because in Kindred, Amazing Spider-Man issue 55, 56, with the Kindred storyline wrap-up thing, in Ryan Ottley's run, there's a point where Doctor Strange goes up to Mephisto and he's like, I'm here to talk about Peter Parker's soul. And you're like, oh shit. Are they going to talk about the marriage that was taken away? Are they going to, and they never touched base upon it, at all whatsoever.
I gotta say, most stupid, I know this has been a point that's been beaten to death.
It is dumb now,
right?
yeah.
It is the most fucking retarded thing on earth that these 2 people that love each other very much sacrificed knowing each other for this old bag that was ready to die in like 5 years anyway. Like,
yeah.
All right, let's get the fuck out of here.
It's so dumb.
So here's the reboot run could have done really well to finally bring forth on that issue. Be like, all right, why does Mary Jane have these 2 kids? Why does everybody hate them? They could have built it really well. Now, what do? They have this fight between Spider-Man against this guy who is supposed to be the sun god, and he's basically fighting a deity, right? In this different dimension. And Mary Jane says, like, you're important, so you got to go back. I'm setting you back because he can't get out. He can't kill you. Because if he does, it's the end of all things. So I was like, all right, that's interesting. So now, after all these issues later, they finally explain in issue 25 that Mary Jane has been on there for a few amount of years, that her children that she had with Paul is a figment that was conjured up by the sun god to outplay Mary Jane.
What?
They're like totems. The kids are like totems. So Mary Jane holds on to them, thinking that...
Wasn't it just supposed to be a guy who gets bitten by a spider?
Listen, I give Zach so much credit here. Because when the marriage thing happened with Batman, now people know how much Batman means to me. Batman just, fucking literally changed my life. That's when I was out. There was a point where I tapped. The marriage with the whole Catwoman shit, because Tom King's run sucks ass. I hate it. It's despicable. He has no idea what he's doing. Or had no idea what he was doing, rather. That's where I tapped. I give Zach a lot of credit for sticking with it, even though, it's obvious they also have no idea what they're doing with Spidey.
Yeah, I zoned out a while ago. You're still talking about Spider-Man?
Yeah, we're done with that.
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying, what is that? That's not the Spider-Man I know.
No, it's not. They've been doing this shit. How long have they been doing this demon shit with Spider-Man?
Got to be 10 years now, right?
It's got to be about 10 years.
10 years? I thought longer than that.
Well, dude,
wasn't it early 2000s that they did this shit?
So Brand New Day happened in early 2000. It happened right when Civil War was wrapping up.
Yeah,
right. So that was done. Right? So they never did the whole demon shit afterwards because Brand New Day kicked in issue 546.
Jesus.
And then and then the Brand New Day arc finally wrapped up. And then, you know, they just kind of like kept going with it. They never touched base. Like, this is what it's going to be like from now on. So, and then moving forward, it didn't start getting really bad until Ryan Otley's run. Ryan Otley had a good kickoff with Kindred. They're like, who the fuck is this guy? But the Kindred wrap-up storyline conclusion was
so bad.
It's the worst story. Dude, you think Norman Osborn fucking Gwen Stacy was the worst story?
Oh, yeah,
no,
that
it's not. Kindred, the conclusion to that was the worst story. And then they finished that up, and then they bring Ben Reilly back, and that was terrible. And then they reboot it, bringing John Media Jr. into it. That's terrible. So
Jules, hang on, because for people that don't know the comics, because Jules is gonna, as someone who just knows like Spider-Man, I assume probably the movies and stuff, Jules, right? I feel like even just the concept of Brand New Day, explaining it, you're gonna realize how stupid it is. And this is like
dumb. Yeah, it's
Brand
just,
New
like,
Day.
So off course. I feel.
Do you know
like.
what that is?
Why did they do that?
Yeah, that it was like Mary Jane. They like sacrificed their marriage to save Aunt May's life.
Which is like, who cares? Let the bitch die. I mean,
It
really.
doesn't make any sense. Isn't she like 100 years old?
Well, I'll tell you, dude. I'll tell you right now. When Aunt May got shot in issue 533,
I love you, dude.
No, dude. I'm telling you, it was.
It was panel number, maybe.
No, it was fucking awesome because when Peter revealed his identity, right? Like Kingpin sent an assassin to kill him at a fucking motel, and he obviously, Peter with his spider sense misses, shoots Aunt May in the fucking stomach, and you think that was crazy? Like, no. When Peter goes after Kingpin, like he takes his clothes off. Like, because he
gets naked.
No, I'm sorry. I should explain. He's wearing the black suit. He stopped wearing the red and blue. He went full like symbiote mode. Like he didn't have the symbiote, but he had the black costume. And it's a prison scene where him and Kingpin are squared off in the jail cell, like, and everybody in the prison's watching. And Spider-Man's like, people, there's a misconception about me. Like I hold back a lot. And, usually like I'm wearing the mask and it's supposed to cover up my emotions and how I'm feeling. And I'm not holding back. And like, this is how I truly feel. He takes his mask off and his torso shirt off. And he's like, this is like, this is me, how I'm feeling right now. And he fucking beats the shit out of Kingpin. Doesn't lay a finger on him. There's just a point where he lifts Kingpin up and he's bitch smacking him back and forth. And everybody in the prison's like, damn.
Zach remembers every fucking Spider-Man panel by panel. Like,
it was a good one.
It's truly.
I'm literally eating popcorn while you talk about this because it's a great show.
It was really
Jay,
great.
I want you to give me what was the latest issue of Amazing Spider-Man, Zach?
What are you talking about right now?
What's the last number?
Jimmy.
What is the last number?
Honestly, I think right now it's either at 33 or 34.
That's good, Jimmy.
34?
It's got to be 33 or 34 right now. Like,
what is the number in terms of it's 900 something, right?
Don't drop the soap.
The legacy number's got to be. I don't know. It's got to be like 920. The legacy number has to be like 920 something. I think.
All right, Jay, pick a number between 1 and 920. I want to test something.
Let's go 419.
419. All right, let's see what happens in issue 419, Zach.
Here we go.
I'm trying to think because issue 400, Aunt May is dead because that was like whole mastermind scheme between from Norman Osborn.
Mm-hmm.
And then Scarlet Spider starts kicking in. I honestly gotta say dude, 419 and 420 like. Oh man, that's when shit really kind of gets downhill with the Clone Saga shit.
Okay, so what happens in the issue?
I don't know what happened. I gotta tell you, I don't know what happens in issue per se, but I think this is like when Ben Reilly, takes the place in that run, and he's probably going up against like Electro, or he's going up against like somebody fucking weird. Yeah, because I know, it's a weird. Either he's going up against Mr. Hyde or Electro or somebody.
Is he right, Vaughn? Survey
Zach,
says.
Ready? Here's the issue. Wait on. Is that your final answer?
Yeah, I honestly like the whole Clone Saga shit's fucking
Zach,
terrible.
the featured characters are Peter Parker as Spider-Man, Black Tarantula.
Yeah, it's fucking weird. One of the off-brand characters.
So were you weren't right then, right? It's
No, I said it was one of the weird characters or whatever. Fuck. Either he's fighting. Yeah, I could be wrong. Yeah,
but it's not Ben Riley.
Whatever.
Which you said it was.
No, Ben Riley's in that. It may be on the cover, but Ben Riley's absolutely in that.
So the wiki
Because
is
in this whole thing, by the time that the Clone Saga was so fucked up everything like timeline wise, so like
Jesus
pretty
Christ.
much this is like this in this point in time, Peter and Ben Riley have this engagement negotiation thing where Peter's with Mary Jane and Mary Jane's pregnant at the time.
Okay.
So Peter is like in the place where he's like being Spider-Man, but he's not being Spider-Man, and Ben Riley is like taking up
Yeah, I just read that.
You almost lost half your.
yeah, I gotta come back.
No, that was the worst time. Like because that was
Okay.
right before the reboot
Let's see
happened
this
in the 90s.
shit. Okay.
Ew.
This 90s coloring, by the way, is horrendous. I hate
But the
it.
artwork is great. I think the
artwork
artwork
is
was
great,
done
but
by
these
Luke
colors
Ross.
are so gross. I hate
Yeah.
the
Did
look
the
of
art
them.
Rick Ross?
Luke Ross, I think, was the
Why
artist.
are her eyes so fucking
Oh,
Jesus?
Anime.
that
I
was
don't
90s.
like this.
Yeah, this was 90s.
This is like 94. So this is like as the
Yeah.
fucking. Oh, wait, that last panel's pretty fucking sick, though, dude. On next page. Yeah, that one going.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
That shit.
That's
Look at the Twin Towers. But it's
This
fucking
is not.
great.
Is this McFarlane? This isn't McFarlane.
No,
is it?
no, it's got to be Luke Ross.
Whoa, who's that shit?
What year is
I
this?
don't know. Who is
It
this,
looks
Zach?
like-
Oh, hello.
She's
Who
the
fuck is
fucking
this?
Black Tarantula's mistress or some. No.
What year is this?
This is
Bro, her-
1997.
Her delts are bigger.
Oh, yeah,
than
that's
her
way
tits,
past
I just
McFarlane.
realized.
Yeah.
But it's like they're trying to copy
No, her tits are
McFarlane.
bigger.
The
Yeah.
delts are bigger.
Oh, that's her. No, Black Delilah. I think that's her name.
Black
Delilah.
Dahlia.
Let's see.
Dahlia, whatever the fuck.
Black
Yeah,
Dahlia.
she's
Oh,
got
yeah.
this stupid thing every time she talks. There's like certain words in her fucking word balloons that are colorized. I'm like, that's dumb.
That's awesome.
That's all.
Yo,
Yeah, so
Zach,
there
I
we
gave you your shout out on Twitter, right? I said thank you
Thank
so
you.
much for being the 50th backer like you asked.
Yeah.
Aw.
yeah.
Thank you.
Yes.
All right, guys. So we lost half our viewers. I don't know if it was due to this rant or due to bigger people streaming right now. That's okay though. They won't be streaming forever, I imagine. We got 11. So 11 people have backed. Only 6 have backed the early bird 24-hour bundle. So when you back this, you get again all this stuff. I'm definitely looking forward to all of this. I think this is. I love the cover too. I mean, the main cover looks great. I love the desktop screensaver looks great too.
You gotta see the statue, dude, because only one person is gonna get the fucking statue. Because
you're
it's
shipping it out to a random person.
yeah, whoever backs the tier will get the prototype statue.
Oh shit!
Yeah, that looks sick too.
I mean, it's not even done. Like the design's not even finalized yet.
Yeah.
AJ, who's sculpting it, he's just killing it right now.
Yeah,
like he just
dude,
hit me up
AJ.
with this on Friday. I was like, "Fuck, this is sick."
Yeah, AJ knows his shit, dude.
Sick.
There you go. Yeah, that's good stuff. And then if you look here, $2,000 Force Play 9 original, so you get 9 pages.
So the bonus story in the back of my book, after the first story's done, is a total of 9 pages. So the narratives are 8, and the cover for that story is 1. So that makes 9. They're gonna get it's fully inked. It was penciled and inked by me, so they're gonna get that whole story basically in original pages and everything this campaign comes with. So that means that, like, whoever backs the fucking prototype statue, I got to print another one up for this guy.
Nice. And then we got Jan Dersima's original art.
Yep.
So you can get this if you only for $300. That's a good deal.
That is a good deal.
That's a
Legendary
really fucking
artist.
deal.
Legendary.
Yeah. 11 by 17 commissions, and these are just original stuff, right, Zach?
These I do 11 by 17 commissions for.
And it
anyone.
also comes with the book, all the stuff in that tier, plus the prints and everything. So definitely make sure you back that. That's going to be great. Do you have any favorite? Oh, it's a 10-inch, the prototype right here. Inked bust sketches 100. So even if you back the book already and you want just any of these commissions, there's plenty of spots open. You can get a remark on Voyage issue 1. 11 by 17 prints. It's so much.
It is a lot, Zach. Like you have a lot to offer for real.
Yeah. I sometimes I
starting
feel
off
like
with
I don't have enough to offer because I look at people like Rini and Phil Diaz, and they have so much, and I'm like, damn, I gotta compete here a little bit. So like, how am I gonna give these people, their dollars worth, So
Yeah, well, it's baby steps. Baby steps.
yeah.
One step at a time.
We're at 6%, but we can keep going. I think we can. I think once we don't have a ton of viewers at the moment, which is fine.
It's probably early on in the day still for these people.
Yeah, it is. Well, we'll get more later. And
When are you guys staying on till?
I'm going as long as I can.
Yeah, you guys don't have to. You guys can come in and out as you please. I've committed to staying with Zach. I do have to go do something real quick.
So it's just be me.
Oh, bye, Paul.
Oh,
bye,
Paul.
No.
Damn.
Damn, you didn't even say goodbye, man.
That's a pretty Irish goodbye right there.
He Irished goodbye.
Yeah. Irished goodbye?
Gabagoo.
Did you say that shit?
I did. I was hoping no one noticed.
Yeah, no, I notice everything. I'm an editor. I gotta notice.
Fuck off.
He was like,
all right, I'll stop doing my job.
all right,
All right.
fuck you guys, I'm leaving. That's pretty much the gist of
What Jan
Alright, I'm
Genie
done.
he's like, make a good product. That's how you give us your money's worth. True.
Exactly.
And trust me, everything in this book is packed. There's not a single space left open. Dude, for the credits, when I do all the credits, it's going to be a hologram table. The way I designed that credit. So, like, how, like, the holograms, like, sci-fi, what they do is they do a lot of those holograms. Or if you look on a...
the sci-fi, they do a lot of those holograms.
Yeah, you know that?
Thank
like,
you, Jules. Now I
how,
fucking totally understand.
You know how, like, in Star Wars, you see, like, the Sith Lords on a hologram, and then they zap out, or if you're watching, like, any sci-fi film, you're on the cockpit of the ship, and they have like all these like,
fuck up, Bobby.
and you got like those, those hologram buttons
Yeah.
where they touch with their fingers, or when
Sure,
Tony
we know what
Stark,
holograms are.
when Tony Stark, like does that thing where he makes his suits, but he's like, touching all these buttons and like on that.
We know what holograms
Okay.
Okay, Zach.
I felt like you didn't know, so I had to explain it like a jackass.
Jules doesn't know what sci-fi is, actually. If you could explain
I'm
the
writing a
concept of an
sci-fi book,
alien.
but yeah,
See,
no
sci-fi
idea.
is short for science fiction, Jules. Okay? The sci part is
Oh,
short
really?
for science, and
Yeah,
the
see-
fi part is short for fiction.
What
I'm
what
writing
gonna
a book
do-
that's sci-fi. I had no idea.
I'm gonna have the
Everything,
credit page. I'm gonna have
everything
the
in
credit
this
page. be
image
for
to Jules,
hologram.
like, what's this thing that he's holding right here? If you could explain that to Jules, she might not know.
That's what you call a laser pistol.
Okay, cool. All right.
Ah.
It's a Glock.
Actually,
See, this is-
Jules,
What's up?
Jules, you want to see the first drawing I ever did a Sonder on?
Sure.
I got a fun full
Pull
screen
it
of
up.
shit. This was years ago. This was
Is he
But-
doing his
Oh,
BLM fist?
Yo, you think that's
Alien
bad?
lives matter.
This what is it?
He
My
looks like
first-
a alien twink.
yo, my first drawing though, which was like in 5th grade, like 6th grade.
Would it be PLM if it's Sondheim?
What?
Human?
Not BLM, PLM.
Oh,
Fuck is PLM?
PLM. Get this shit out of here. Is one.
Human.
What?
That's what I thought you said too.
Yeah, Vaughn. Vaughn, you're an editor. You got to listen.
There we go.
Yeah.
This
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
Vaughn.
this
Oh,
is
Liz,
Vaughn.
listen
Yeah,
more,
Vaughn.
Vaughn.
this right here, first drawing.
Oh, that's
like,
interesting.
Wow, you drew that in
That's
5th
interesting.
grade?
It was like 5th or 6th grade.
Wow.
This is what
Very
Sonderon
impressive.
in my head would look like at the time. Yeah.
I like that design, honestly.
And then when I did a redesign of him, the redesign looked like this.
A ninja.
Mortal Kombat.
Was
Mortal
he still
Kombat.
called Khonshu at this time?
He was called Khonshu.
Yeah, he looks like a Khonshu.
What the fuck does a Khonshu look like? Wait, go back.
Go back to the
Is
drawing.
Yeah, go back to Khonshu.
This
Yeah.
was a
It
this
looks
was a
like a
redesign.
Sure.
It's a fucking.
How old were you?
When
How
I
old were you?
did this one, I was in the Cooper School first year when I did the redesign. But when I did the other one, where in 6th grade, that one I must have been like, I don't know, 12 years old. Yeah,
That
12
tracks.
years. Yeah. And then I was doing so many different like alien designs, like this guy. He's gonna be in the series at one point.
Ooh, reptilian.
Yep, definitely. And then what is it? Another design that like this is the second time I drew. Like I was trying to figure shit out, but yeah, like I have like different aliens that's gonna be. Oh shit! Never mind.
What?
No spoilers.
Yeah, I have a whole stack of shit that I was just like drawing over and over again, trying to figure out what he looked like and shit.
Good
Oh,
shit,
yeah.
man. It's good shit.
For what it's worth, I do like the more simplified design you
Yeah.
stuck with.
Somebody
good.
told me, he's like, "Yo, honestly, dude, I think you need to give him a mouth because there's going to be
mouth?
points." A mouth for the for him to like speak and whatnot instead of
He doesn't
doing
have a
the
mouth?
Right.
In the original design that I showed
Oh.
you, he didn't have a mouth. He just had like these 4 hole divots in his face that just kind of
You.
had him.
It's cool.
Yeah, here I'll show you.
That might be good for like a
Vaughn,
antagonist or something.
This
He
is
has a
what his
mouth
face
now.
would look like.
No,
For
let me
those
send
porn
it. I forgot
pages
to
that you're
send-
doing.
Yeah. I forgot to send the message to Phil Diaz.
Boy, Phil Diaz.
Or what is it, Zach?
Oh, check the full screen me. This is what his face would have looked like if I didn't give him a mouth.
Hmm.
I like that actually.
Yeah.
So you're gonna use that for something else?
For something else, I'll do a little bit of the redesign.
That's a mouth. Yeah, exactly.
But I got it. Like I understood what they meant. They're like, dude, if he's a main character, he's got to have like a mouth. So
Yeah, you gotta show emotion,
exactly. That's really what it was. Just
Yeah. I was gonna say that other design could work really well for like a antagonist or someone who doesn't need to show that much emotion.
Yeah.
Somebody
creepy.
gave me an idea. They said they're like, dude, it would be cool to see a variant cover where your current design of what Sonderon looks like, was side by side with your very earliest design.
Oh, Billy Tucci did that.
That'd be cool.
I didn't know. Yeah, I didn't know that. But somebody
He's doing
mentioned
that
it
with a
to
new
me.
She book. He's having She team up with her.
Hot take. I actually like the original more.
Because she's wearing less clothing. That's why you like her more.
Well, listen, you don't have to fucking explain it away. I mean, I'm just saying.
Yo.
It's good. It's good shit though. It's good shit. Zach,
Right.
yeah, we got. So obviously all of this. Let's see. I know you're gonna definitely kill it. I mean, we're still going. It's gonna be slower right now. I know Ethan is streaming, and it seems. Yeah, he's streaming over. Let's see. He's been streaming for 2 hours. We'll see how long that goes. We got to take some refugees when Ethan finishes his stream.
Yeah. Well, somebody's got to like.
Refugees are welcome here.
Yeah.
Somebody's got to like super chat, be like, "Yo, Voyage is going on right now at fucking hard drive."
Listen, yeah, that someone could be you, Zach. If you know. What I mean.
Dude, I literally have no cash on my account right now. If I did, I absolutely would have done it.
Doug 209, hey, how you going? How you doing, Doug 209?
Hey,
what's up, Doug?
There we go.
How you doing?
How you
So
doing?
here we go, 304. Yeah, Mega Man. We saw. Oh yeah, Mega Man. We saw his mouth earlier. Yeah, all right. I gotta do something quick. Let's see. Who do I want to? Because Zach, If I leave Zach in charge, I'm afraid.
No, trust me. I'm not going to be.
I would be afraid too.
Unfiltered. Like this
That's
is like
the problem.
Zach,
Yeah.
Vaughn is technically your filter.
I am, and I don't even always
really-
work. I try.
It really is.
I'm afraid, dude. I think still
Single-handedly
one of my
trying to hold
favorite
a damn
images, Jules'
clothes.
reaction image to the one fucking thing Zach did.
Dude, it's the fucking
What?
memories. Like we're gonna look at that shit like 10 years from now. Like
No,
we'll
it's
think back
already
on it.
funny. It was funny at the time, but it was also like, Jesus Christ, Zach.
What? Oh yeah.
Yeah, yo.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm gonna
classic.
leave. All right, Bobby or Jules. Someone who's not Zach is gonna be.
All
in
right,
charge
hold
for a
on.
second.
Let me fucking put my camera back on. I'm trying to like.
All right, I'll be
draw,
back in
and
a
I
second.
noticed if
I'll
I
listen to
leave
the
it
stream
on-
now. I'll be listening, guys.
We got
You'll
your
be
back,
listening.
All right.
All right.
All right, everyone. Let's talk about H cups.
Yeah. So let me ask you this. So like
Go ahead.
when you guys create your your characters and whatnot, what was your technique way back in the day? For example, for me, when I was creating characters, I would watch a superhero movie, create a character of what it would look like, part of that superhero world, and then after a month, I would redesign that character to be something of my own doing.
Yeah, that's kind of what I did too, honestly. I made a lot of like OCs, original characters, when I was really little. And then, yeah, just started formulating my own stories and my own worlds and stuff. Went from there. I do
What about
like
you, Bob?
revisiting old character designs. It's always fun.
What about you, Bobby?
I mean, I just did the old adage of taking a bunch of shit you like and mashing it together, and that's sort of, you create something new out of that. I mean,
Yeah.
sort of like Brutor has like the physique of like Pitt, and I mean, he's got like the arm tassels like Ultimate Warrior. He has the head horn headpiece thing. I mean, that was sort of inspired by Prophet. And yeah, and his boots sort of look like Wolverine's boots too, but they're silver. So I mean, just like a little bit here and there, you can see how I took a little bit here, a little bit there, and made something different.
Hell
What about you, Jay?
For character design, I don't know. I just fool around with it. I know I have an image of the character or how I want it to go, and I just kind of fool around with it and just keep repeating it over several times and throw in different ideas, ask people what they think. I don't know. I just fool around with it. I don't. If it happens, it happens. If I draw something I like, then I'm like, okay, that's good. Like for this book I'm doing right now, like I just got an image in my head and just put it on the page.
What was crazy is I thought of Sonderon in a dream, because like when I woke up, because the way it was, when I created Voyage, and I was doing the world building shit, right? I had like the 4 planets, in a star system, and each planet had its own species that derived off of its ancestors and whatnot. So I was trying to like figure out how to make a series out of it. And me and my older brother, we used to work on a comic book brand together at one point. And we were like, through creative differences, we would just keep butting heads on like what we think comic books should be and what wasn't. And he was like, well, you can't get your own series you can't do your own series unless you figure out a way to, make it work and whatnot. So I had a dream randomly one night, because it was just, I was like, keep getting butthurt. I was like, well, fuck, man, like I'm drawing all your stuff, and I want to have one series at least, for myself that I can go ahead and do. So one night, happens, and I had a dream of like a protector of his own star system, and I woke up and I was like, I was talking about it a little bit, when I woke up the next day, and he was like, "Yo, I think that's what you got right there. I think that's it." And I was like, "What do you mean?" He's like,
There you
"Well,
go.
the protector thing that I think you need to focus on that." So then I started doing it, focusing. And then when I got into the Cupid school, that was just like all heads in, like creating the character and its story. Dude, I literally have a stack of fucking papers this much of just like figuring out the story. Just all these like
Yeah, dude.
non-important fucking details.
Dude, I have shit from fucking 6th grade about Scott Free. Like, piles of shit.
I used to call it D-sector back in the day. What did you call your shit?
What?
D-sector.
D-sector?
Oh,
What
like
does
the
that
name-
mean?
Meaning
name
like
of the
it's
story?
a sector in space. Like that, where Sondheim came from, I used to call it D-sector.
Oh, okay, I see.
Because like his alien species or the planet's all deviated away from this one super planet, basically. So I was like, oh, it's called D-sector, and I
I
was
think
like,
mine's always been called Scott Free, as far as I know.
Scott Free.
Yeah. I came up with the name like in high school, though. Before that, it was just me messing around with stuff, getting ideas.
Oh shit, Taylor Adrienne, how you doing?
Hey, Kayla.
Gabagoo.
When our esteemed blonde host comes back, we send
Yo,
you
Gabba Gabba.
invite.
Actually, no joke. I kind of watched that show low key back in the day.
Back in the day,
Yeah.
like yesterday.
Yo, yeah. No, because I thought a couple of those characters, I was like, oh, they look cool. They remind me of a weird warped version of Gumby. Like,
I watched Gumby as a kid.
dude, honestly,
I didn't watch Yo
they
Gabba
never really re-aired some of that Gumby stuff. I remember watching it at one point, and that was it. It was done.
Yeah, I can't remember. Did they?
I was a big
have
Wallace and
reruns on
Gromit.
anything? Oh yeah, dude.
I was a big
Yeah.
Wallace and Gromit. Like, it was so fucking trippy to me, even as a kid. I'm like, this motherfucker and his dog built a spaceship in his backyard.
I know.
And went to outer fucking space, and then fought with like a fucking evil vending machine. And it's like, damn.
Cheese, Gromit.
Cheese! We forgot the cheese!
The moon's made of cheese, Gromit.
Nah,
Yeah, that
you
shit was the best.
Nah, I'll tell you what's the best. Fucking Chicken Run.
Oh yeah.
Nah,
Well, that was
I
done
like
by the
Wallace and
same
Gromit.
people.
Yeah, Chicken Run was fucking amazing, dude.
Yeah, that was a
Mel
classic.
Gibson. Mel Gibson is a chicken.
What was his name? Rocky? Yeah, Rocky.
Something. Yeah, the American chicken.
Yep. Fucking rooster.
So funny.
Yo, oh
Classic.
man. And that concept was dark as shit. Just concentration camps where all the chickens are dying. Like, yo. And it was, I wasn't it the highest grossing animation film of all time?
Might have been at one time.
Not of all time, but
at the time,
think
it was
at
like,
I mean,
it
that's
held
like
a record
23
for
years
hot
ago
minute.
now. That's a
Yeah.
lot. It came out like 2000, 2001, something like that. Maybe Claymation. That's not a thing you see anymore. Claymation is like a dead.
I know.
Yeah.
True.
What is it? Even 2D animation is somewhat dead? Or, I mean,
I don't know. Well, that's that's
I
something
could,
have to
be
give,
mistaken.
That's something I gotta give
it's-
Netflix credit for because I give them shit all the time. But like a lot of their original projects, like Klaus, which was a Christmas movie that was done, I think, in 2D, right? Completely in 2D.
Yeah.
Or and then the Pinocchio movie by Guillermo del Toro that just came out was really freaking sick. That was stop motion.
Pinocchio.
Pinocchio.
No.
Yeah, so it still exists. It's just it's the mainstream killed it.
Yeah, it's like
Moromi
comics,
said
basically.
Snow White. Moromi says Snow White holds the record for it. And
Still?
speaking of, and speaking of Snow
If
White,
you adjust for inflation.
That's
yeah.
right.
speaking of Snow White, that dummy got fired. They let her ass go.
Did they wait? Did they really?
Yeah, they let her
No
ass
way.
go.
Yeah.
So wait,
that-
is she
Let
just
me
not
look
in the
this up.
sequels, or is this like?
I think they can't. I think the movie may be canceled, or maybe they're.
Oh, yeah.
That'll be so.
Yeah.
Yeah, from what I heard, I don't know if she was fired from Snow White because that's like done already, but I heard that she was fired from some upcoming films that she was
Okay.
supposed to do. But
Oh,
yeah,
no,
I
that
don't. Who
movie's-
even knows if Snow White's coming out now?
I mean,
No,
honestly,
Rachel
like,
Ziegler
dude,
we're
it's
talking
just,
about.
I don't
again.
understand. Like, when you're a fucking bitch, you're gonna get the hammer drop. Like, because like I don't understand, dude. Like, you have the opportunity where a lot of people would crave to fucking do, right? And you're gonna sound like a snobby asshole. You know, be like,
Because
you
they are
know,
snobby assholes.
yeah, because
Oh,
like,
they
oh,
are.
you know, fuck all the white, like all the old white people creating like, you know, Snow White and shit, because that's all like white dominance and shit. I'm like, you know, the guy was stalkerish and I'm like, dude, it's a fucking animation film on a folklore tale. Are you kidding me?
The fact that they read into shit like that so much is kind of
Yeah,
cause some
dude.
concern. Because it's like, oh, you know, she doesn't want to be saved or whatever. Like, shut the fuck up.
It's so innocent. If you watch the original movie, it's so innocent. And the
Yeah.
fact that they're calling, oh, he's a stalker, he didn't ask for consent, for the fact that they're saying that, they're fucking projecting, in my opinion.
This shit
creepy.
bothered me so much because my favorite children's book is The Giving Tree, and it bothered me so much that that these weirdos went on this whole feminist rant about The Giving Tree and how it's like, oh, the feminine tree, you know, just gives, and the little
Oh yeah, I remember that.
just takes and doesn't, you know, and it's like, bro, shut the fuck. It's supposed to be like about how great being a mother is and how you're just, you know, like it's just just bothered me so much. This postmodern
Yeah,
shit.
they're gross, dude. They're fucking gross.
You know, my favorite animation movie was Sleeping Beauty. It still is, because I fucking love just the whole theme to it, the fight at the end, but just kind of like you focus on this princess who has no fucking idea what's happening, you know, and you just like the downfall of a kingdom, and like just all of that. And I remember seeing the live action versions. I was like, dude, this is fucking retarded, dude. Like they killed this so bad. And
wait, they made a live action of
it wasn't called Sleeping Beauty. It was called like the Huntsman
Aurora or something.
Yeah, it was like the snow, like the Huntsman or some dumb shit. And it was just Maleficent. That's what it was.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, I don't like it at all.
Yeah, that's another thing they're doing is complete subversion of the villains. Like they're trying to make these evil fucking villains relatable, and it's that's good, but it's good like to make them relatable, but to make them the victim, I guess I'm trying to say.
They do that all the time. I mean, this is sort of why I didn't read the Joker movie the same as everyone else. I sort of read it as like, this guy's a piece of shit and he uses his whole mental illness, feel bad for me thing as a way to like get out of any like responsibility or accountability for like his actions. That's sort of how I read. Most people read it as like, nobody cares about the mentally ill or whatever, and I didn't read it like that.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I thought this guy's clearly like the Joker typically is a scumbag character that works best because he sort of just doesn't take any response. Like in the '89 Batman movie, he's the one that was fucking his boss's girl. He gets caught, and then the boss retaliates, and he falls into the acid. And his whole reaction was like, "What was me?" That's sort of how he should always be. He should always be a self-victimizing character, and I thought that's the way it was in that movie too. No exception, but everyone sort of got the wrong reading out of that in my opinion.
Well, here's the thing: in the ending is so fucking vague. Kayla, yeah, this is my campaign launch party,
yes,
drinks, girl, fabulous. Like,
yeah, what he said.
Yeah, but yas, bitch, yas. But no, like
anyway,
the ending to the Joker movie was very vague because he was like, you wouldn't. She's like, what's so funny? You wouldn't get it. And people, like you said, people looked way too fucking deep into it. And even in the movie, even the director came out and said that this is just something, a conjured up story in the Joker's mind, and of his many stories that he constantly comes up with.
Right. Yeah. No. I mean, that is the thing. I mean, it was a beautifully done movie. I think people just got the wrong reading out of the Joker
Yeah.
movie, because that's like the easy reading. Feel bad for him. This guy's a victim. That's never how the Joker.
But that's
has
kind of
been.
nice too, because it it leaves it up to interpretation.
Yeah, I kind of like
Yeah.
that too. It's just, yeah, I agree.
But they do that with every villain now. Like every villain that's
Right.
portrayed in any movie, it's like a victim.
Actually,
play
you know,
victim.
Right.
well, you know what? I kind of want to get a little bit into the lore of Voyage for a second, because fucking the villain that
Yeah, sell your
Sondheim.
book, dude.
So the
Like
villain. I got to clear my throat for this. So the villain that Sondheim goes up against, he has no idea who he is, what he looks like, whatever. So let's rewind the clock back a little bit. So the way that Sondheim's universe was created, you have this god named Rythor, right? And Rythor created his two sons. You had Mondor and Kin. Kin was the god of evil, and Mondor was the god of good. So as the universe in its infancy was, born, and it just continued on, Sondheim's ancestors were part of that earliest, species. And as Mondor was constantly being praised through the universe as, the god of good and whatnot, anything that happened, they were constantly praising him. Everyone hated Kin, because everything he was representing. So Kin became so jealous over Mondor that he corrupted him to his very core. And Mondor became this unstoppable fucking force that he used him as like this pet, like this fucking uncontrollable dog that he'd sick on every planet and galaxy he was constantly invading. He's like, if you don't worship me, don't follow my ways, I'm gonna wipe you off the face of the universe. And so Sondheim's ancestors, he was gunning for them because they worshipped Mondor the most. So they pleaded to the father Rythor. He's like, please help us out, please. We'll do anything. Rythor comes down. He goes, I will help you out, but you have to promise me to, cure my son of like the corruption that's in him. And they're like, yes, we will, because Sondheim's ancestors were one of the most technologically advanced at the time. And Rythor knew that they were going to go ahead and, cure him. So they agreed. And so when Mondor comes over and is about to wipe him out, then Mondor's physical presence, to us as humans, we perceive it as this cosmic worm, that just like feeds on everything, right? Think of the worm in the SpongeBob episode, where think of that, but on a cosmic scale, and it's got like tiny arms and shit, like a centipede.
Wait, and that's Mondor?
That's Mondor, like in its corrupted version.
That's
and
cool.
Kin is this conquering giant. So, Rythor gives them the spear and nod. And he's like, this is what you're going to use to take him down. And Sondheim's ancestors used that to stop Mondor and trap him. So at that point, Kin, started losing in this like big fight. Rythor comes down and he banishes Kin to the underbelly of the universe. So you have the universe, which is, everywhere. And then you have the underbelly of it. You're like, what the fuck is that? So it's like kind of like when Loki gets banished, in Asgard, and you're like, where the fuck is that? And he's kind of like in this weird time loop wormhole dimension. You're just like outside of reality all in itself. But that's where Kin's at. And Mondor is trapped and hidden in this space that no one knows. And prophecy foretells that if Mondor ever gets released again, there's no saving the universe. It's done. You can't stop him at all. It's the end of all things. And not like how in these superhero like comic books where when something is ending, like world ending, and it stopped, or if it happens, there's a chance to save it. No, Voyage is done once Mondor's out. So now, give it some time. Fast forward, Sondheim's ancestors have all that infighting, world-class warfare, trying to be the biggest one on top of one another. And as time goes on, Rythar comes back down. He's like, you have broken your promise. With all this pettiness that you keep fighting within yourselves, you have not fulfilled what you have owed to me. So he slams his mighty fist on Kithia, which is Sondron's ancestors' home world. He breaks it into 4 quadrants, separating all those quadrants far out from each other. And because of that, time goes on. So they lost connection. A lot of lives were lost. The ancestors started evolving into their forms of what those quadrants are, current state. So fast forward, I don't know, not eons, but fast forward a lot of time.
Millions of years.
Millions of years. Sondron is a byproduct of his evolution of what his ancestors are on his own home planet. So that's where the backstory of that villain, Kin, and Mondor, how important they are, and in the religion was
they're gods basically.
Yeah. So now Sonderon is like that village idiot. He has his own hero's journey in his own star system, but where I'm focusing in issue 1, he's just got exiled out of star system, and he's heading to the first planet, to start his own the hero's journey of finding the artifacts that are scattered throughout the universe. So that's where the story takes place. Now, Kin, at this point in time, he's in the underbelly, and he's got a huge religious following. He's got a lot of cults.
Wait, Zach. I hope you're not spoiling anything for the next.
No. This isn't spoiling. I'm telling you, this is so story driven and built up. There's a lot that I'm not telling you. What I'm just giving you is the basics. So Kin, he's got a huge religious cult following. He's got a lot of followers. The way the religious following is based is like the Illuminati is on over here. So Kin's got emissaries that represent him. So you don't even know what Kin looks like yet. But what I'll tell you is that once Kin, breaks out of the underbelly and, that goes back into the, the plane of reality, it's dude, Sonderon is fucked. It's you think Thanos in Endgame was bad? No, Kin is 10 times worse. Sonderon, can't even stop him. There's a point where, many issues and story arcs go down, there's a point where Sonderon saves an individual, which is a key component to when Mondor starts to break free, and Kin arrives, and this being puts the palm of his hand on Sonderon's forehead and shows him what's to come if Mondor's free, and Sonderon is so fucking scared that he pisses himself. He's just frightened. There's just nothing stopping this, and that's when Kin breaks in for an entrance. So yeah, that's the biggest.
Little bit of a spoiler, but that's okay.
No,
okay, so what did I miss? What did I miss? Can you repeat that?
How much did you not hear?
No, that's cool though. I like the whole.
Zach, can you start the whole thing from the beginning?
What? No, fuck no.
No.
That was a lot. That was a lot.
Zach. All right, so obviously a lot of great lore and stuff, but start with just the issue 1 villain.
So the issue 1 villain, there's a couple, but so the plot for it is you got a couple thugs that's going to try and take advantage of Sonderon on that planet that he arrives. Atalia is kind of perceived as a villain, but not really. Sonderon's going to follow her, and there's going to be a moment where she's going to get double-crossed, and he's got to come in and save the day. I'd say the actual villain to the first issue is this crooked cop named Captain Sinja. And Captain Sinja is this individual who is this leader of a crooked, unit in the force of this space, police station kind of thing. And Sonderon intervenes on that. Thank you. So that is the villain for the book, but there's going to be a couple characters that's going to go against Sonderon. He's got to take him down.
Nice.
Good stuff, Zachy Wacky.
But one of the villains for damn it, I'm not gonna spoil it. I was about to, but I can't.
You got some good stuff there, Zach. But
what I'll say is this: the villain for the bonus story, which is called Force Play, the villain for that is actually going to be coming out in a crossover comic that I'm going to be doing with Nick Capone.
Oh,
Because
nice.
his character Purity, which funded on Kickstarter a couple months ago, me and Nick have been talking, and we are both in an agreement and are preparing to do a crossover comic where Sondron and Purity fight against each other.
Nice.
Nice.
That's
Dude,
cool.
That's cool. That's really cool. I'd love to have Nick on again. Nick's Nick can come on whenever he wants, though. He knows that. What did I was sharing the link somewhere. Oh, I'm sharing it on Facebook. All right, cool. So all right, so Zach, you mentioned all that. You mentioned, I know you've got a ton of lore and a lot of that stuff. But issue 1 really is, from what I've read, a pretty simple story. And because of that, I think it's pretty easy to jump into for new readers. Let's check where we're at. We're at $344. Yeah, I'll send this link to stream out to whoever I can. I know right now is also a weird time. It's like 5, hopefully it'll come up later, the numbers in my stream. But I also, I know that.
Bro, it's Sunday. Where everybody at?
I
know you ain't at the club. Jesus is watching you.
Yeah, that's what I'm
The reason why the first story is 32 pages is because I really want to have people who pick up this book to really experience Sonderon. So right before the action starts, I have a good portion of pacing so people can understand and get a kind of a gist of who this guy really is.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah, no, you established the character pretty well. Like I said, I think you got some good stuff going. I really do. What was I gonna say?
Just real quick. I'm gonna hop off for a bit. I gotta make some dinner.
All right, sounds
But
good. Yeah, I
be
gotta
back.
make mine too. Yeah, I gotta. Should we continue this? What do you think? Should we keep going for a little bit? And then.
Yeah, we can keep going.
Okay, cool. All right, so yeah, I'll keep going for a little bit.
Hopefully, I
And
won't
yeah, you
take
guys
too
can.
long.
Yeah, you guys know. Take your time. Yeah, take your time. No worries.
All
Like I said, I'm
Bye.
gonna keep it kind of relaxed. All right, so Zach and but yeah, I'm glued here for a bit. I took my dog for a brief walk. Fuck the culture war shit. Were you guys talking about? That?
Really, we were mostly talking about like the Joker film.
Oh yeah, I heard that. Yeah, which that stuff is relevant, but it's also like doesn't need to be everything all the time. We're creating escapism at the end of the day.
I would argue it's more so like it is a little culture worry, but it's like in an area where it affects the story. Like the villain should not be like this totally innocent victim that's doing something that any one of us could do at any time. That's sort of the impression I get from a lot of modern media. You know what I mean?
Well,
Here's
the thing. I mean, it depends on the story. I agree with you, but there's a little bit that I disagree. For example, like it depends on the way that you're telling the story in the movie. Like I had no problem with it in Joker. I thought that was pretty cool, but a lot when they do that all the time for these villains, it's like they try to justify as much as they can that what they're doing is constantly right, even though it's fucked up. Like Venom. Venom is he's an anti-hero, but he's a huge villain.
He turns into the anti-hero.
Yeah, he's been a villain for the longest fucking time. I mean, dude, this man was literally like eating people at one point. He was just like, and he was just constantly be like, "Oh, I'm gonna eat your brain, Spider-Man." And then now he's, through many, many years later, he becomes an anti-hero. And it was a good character development. But when it comes to these movies, when they're like, "Oh, I'm gonna make a Venom movie," don't do it as like an anti-hero where what they were doing is like, dude, make him mean, make him badass.
Right, like that's what I'm saying. Well, that's why I thought most people didn't read. I mean, my personal opinion, I thought most people didn't read that movie, the Joker movie, correctly because I thought that's just too easy. I mean, from a lot of the signs of how he behaves or whatever, and he sort of keeps mentioning his own mental illness. That my argument was that, given the history of the character, how he's always been sort of like this guy that totally defaults on accepting any responsibility. And I can give you some more examples. I always thought that it really fits in with the character more if he's just this total asshole that, is like falls back on, all right, well, I'm mentally ill. So
Hold on, Bobby, is that you? It sounds like a tube hitting the speaker.
Yeah, what is that? Yeah.
Sorry, my bad. No, there was like something stuck on my mic. I was trying to get it off. My bad.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, so I sort of falling in line with how the character always should be portrayed. That makes the most sense. Now, other people read it differently. That's fine, but that's where I was coming from.
All right, there we go.
Then.
Sorry, what was that? I wasn't listening. I'm sorry, I was listening.
I feel like there's
you weren't listening.
I honestly, they can make a good villain movie. The characters they're picking is wrong. Like, they're just looking at the wrong characters. And
Well, yeah, I mean, dude, are you talking about just first of all, I don't think a villain, especially for a movie, I don't think the protagonist should be the villain. I know that's something that, you can legally get away with. Like, it's not like it's against the law. Somebody's going to throw you in jail. But at the same time, it's like, it just seems like a fucking bad idea to me. It just seems like there's no other way to do it other than marketing reasons and to make money reasons.
I mean, doesn't The Boys kind of prove it otherwise?
Oh my god, The Boys got so fucking partisan and annoying.
Yeah.
Bro, yeah.
It's season 3. Apparently, in episode 1, don't they call PewDiePie a Nazi of the new show? And they imply it in season 2.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the fucking Boys. Honestly,
Yeah.
I think it even the book. I think it falls into the whole Watchmen trope of postmodernist trash, where even the good guys are really bad guys and all that shit. I read comic books to feel inspired, and even if somebody's an anti-hero, they're really doing things for the right reason. To me, that's what makes a hero. Even an anti-hero, they'll do the right thing, but for their own nefarious purposes. That whole thing where the good guys are bad is sort of like a microcosm of culturally, to me, why we're sort of up the creek without a paddle these days. So I don't really like that shit. If you like it, good for you. But like that whole Watchmen, the Boys shit, it's just never been my thing.
Yeah, I mean, it's not perfect, man. I'm not a fan of it. I think that there's certainly a lot of issues with this stuff, and just the way they handle things on that show. Just in general.
I don't know. I'm a fan of it. I thought Garth Ennis and Derek Robertson did a great job for the book. As for the series, I don't really care about it because it's more of a shock value more than story driven. It's like every episode's like, oh, what can we surprise the audience with and make them talk about it the next day, just to get likes. I feel like if they would have stuck to the storyline, it would have played out a lot better. But again, that's we've been saying that about almost everything that they're putting out. So
Yeah, I mean, I've never read the Boys comics. I don't know. I'm not super interested, in all honesty. There's a lot, like Bobby was saying, there's a lot of this deconstructionist thing. And listen, I've met Garth Ennis. I think he's a nice guy. I'm just not crazy about this whole idea, though, in general. I have, issues with it. And, yeah, I'm just not a huge fan.
Everyone has their own flavor, right? So
I mean,
and plus can we get into spoilers? Because I know I didn't read the whole book, but I know how The Boys ends, and I just have a lot of problems with that ending, honestly, because it's one of those endings where it's like you can't sort of read the thing over again without it affecting your reading of it for future.
In a bad way?
In a very bad way. I mean, one of the I don't want to spoil.
I think I know the ending,
but I'll be super vague just in case somebody doesn't want me to spoil it. But it's an ending where it permanently changes your perception of one of the characters completely, and so in a way where like from the beginning a certain character is portrayed a certain way, and it turns out they're not. And it was a total fake out, and it's like now you can't really go, but you can't really put the toothpaste back in the tube, so to speak. So now, if you ever want to read that book again, it's like, what the fuck, It's like you can't like see that character the same way he's being built up to be, because it turns out it was all a giant fraud, and also, needless to say, the whole thing with the boys is that they also sort of are going ham politically. They're making a lot of, and the showrunners have admitted it. They've made a lot of
God, the show is fucking literally season 3. I was like trudged, and I'm not watching season 4. I was like, all right, let's try with season. And the
honestly,
it's actually extremely pro cancel culture, like explicitly.
Bro, 100%, and the lack of self-reflection from the cast who are playing these characters is also just absolutely staggering. Because because the show, you could see the parallel in the show where the boys is very critical of people with power, especially people with almost limitless power, right?
Yeah.
And so you listen to them talk, and it's just they're whinging about Trump. They're like you said, they're in support of cancel culture, and it's just like, dude, have you not paid attention to the script? You literally star in a TV show that is critical of people in power, and you are in favor of the people that abuse power.
Mm-hmm. Like, it was really partisan and really annoying and really even down, again, one of the early signs that that Stormfront is a Nazi is that she suggests the kid watches PewDiePie. This is the level of writers we're dealing with,
bro. That's so stupid.
We're like,
PewDiePie gets more views than the boys.
Who gets more views than PewDiePie? Filthy Frank.
No, he doesn't. Filthy Frank hasn't been on YouTube for 8 years.
At the time, he was.
More than PewDiePie.
Yeah, Filthy Frank was dominant.
He wasn't. Zach, he definitely wasn't. He had a lot of views. He had a lot of views, but PewDiePie was the #1 channel for a handful of years, like a hot ass minute.
He should still be the #1 channel because he's got over 100 million subscribers, right?
I think Mr. Beast passed him too, didn't he?
Let me see.
I don't know.
That's a psyop if that is. I don't trust him.
Probably. I mean, I never got the appeal with Mr. Beast. He just does this stupid shit, and it's like, to me, the appeal of PewDiePie was the personality.
Mm-hmm.
He said stuff that was funny. He sort of seen his development. Like, he became more of a shock jock type, and then gradually just became more nuanced and while still being pretty based. And yeah, to me, Mr. Beast is just like, watch me drink 8,000 gallons of fucking Listerine or some shit, and it's like, all right, whatever. I just never got the appeal.
Or watch me count to 1 million on stream. Like the way he claims that he gamed the algorithm doesn't really make sense. It looks more like someone pushed him forward, like somebody gave him that push,
I wouldn't be shocked, honestly. I mean, this type of shit goes on every day. I mean, with all the bot accounts on fucking social media, I mean, I would not be shocked if there's some truth to that.
So let's see. There's some stuff I definitely want to touch on. I think because I like to we never
likes touching things. I'm sorry. I'm a little buzzed. I'm sorry.
Oh, really? So you wouldn't say that sober, Bobby? Get the fuck out of here. You'd say
I probably would have said that sober. That's a fair point.
See, what Bobby does is he says shit drunk that he would also say sober, and then he's like, "I'm sorry, I was drunk." I'm like, "You motherfucker!" All right, so we're gonna come back to Zach's thing in a bit, but Yeah, there was something I wanted to touch on, but I'm blanking on it. I know you guys were talking.
You could touch me.
Bro, one, you had every word available to your disposal of the English language, and you chose to use the same one.
Zach, I would
Yeah.
never touch you. Ever.
I don't know. That's not.
We've all been touched by Zach.
I fucking have it.
That's not what you did in the hotel room.
Oh my God!
Zach, what are you talking about? Zach, in the hotel room, you were the fucking drunk idiot that was passed out.
Okay.
Wait, Crazy's Comics is Sausage Fest. Someone called Megan Hall.
No.
Oh wait, hang on. I think Alex sent me something. We talked about it last time, right? That what's going on?
With what?
Megan Hall.
With the touching? Oh.
Oh, dude.
With the touching. Well, there was a lot of touching going on there, actually, come to think of it.
What, with the Megan Hall thing? Yeah, a lot of touching.
Jay, do you know about Megan Hall?
With Dick.
Do I want to?
No.
You know what? I'm just going to say
No, you
one
don't.
image.
That's the answer. No.
It's one of those things when you know a little about it, and that's it. Like, you know the whole thing. There's very little to it.
Yeah.
I disagree. I think there's a lot of really great character development and
No, there isn't. Well, you know the gist is what I mean to say.
So this is Megan Hall. She's a police officer. She was a police officer before she was let go from her position. Do you know who this is, Jay?
No.
So Ms. Hall had sexual intercourse with several other officers on duty, actually. Like, literally, like they go somewhere at the police station.
And the problem
she was
lies
married
where?
the entire time. Well, she was married to this guy the whole time. Also, you don't fuck. Are you a Megan Hall simp? Is that what I'm getting?
No. I was a paramedic for 15 years. I saw that kind of stuff all the time.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah.
So yeah, we
Oh,
were
yeah.
debating this the first time this topic was first broached, Jay. We were debating how frequently this happens. So it seems like you're alluding that this happens quite often.
Oh yeah. A lot.
Wow.
Yes.
That's
So why? Sorry, if you saw that shit happen a lot, and if that is a common thing in departments like that, then why the fuck did this one get blown up as it did?
That's what I'm wondering now too. Yeah.
Is it
Why was
because
this
she
a-
cried
because
wolf?
it's I was
she
in a
didn't cry
time
wolf
where
until after.
social media was only Facebook and like a few other things. It wasn't as big as it is now. So like I quit being a paramedic in 2008, 7 or 8. Because I was in a severe car crash. So but after that, like social media just it's like being a pro athlete. You can't do anything that these guys did in the 80s, 90s, 70s, whatever, because everyone has cameras now, and everyone can spread rumors a lot quicker. So back then, when I was a paramedic, it happened all the time, and I may or may not be guilty of a lot of that.
Ooh, wow!
You sly dog.
There it is, ladies and gentlemen.
But it's not just like your frontline service people. Like it also includes like pharmacists, nurses,
McDonald's workers.
Yeah, no, what?
But like maybe.
No, we have a little class. But yeah, it happens a lot. Like I think the numbers for like police, fire, and paramedics, the divorce rate was like, I want to say close to 70-80%.
Holy fuck.
Yeah.
They were trying to blackmail. I guess all that blackmailing happened real fast.
Blackmailing? What are you talking about?
So imagine you did what you did at the station, yet you're married, right? And then you're like, you want to end it, but the other person doesn't want to end it, or be like, you know what, pay me or something like that, or I'll tell your wife everything. And, and then it gets out of hand, and then they find out, and then you're like, you're screwed. And there's the divorce.
Interesting. There's a lot of strange. So I guess this isn't as strange of a story as I thought. But I mean, even still, the whole police, like most of the police department, though, with one girl, I don't know. I mean, that's.
Oh, dude.
It's kind of nuts.
Dude, I literally know someone that married a girl, in love with her, but everyone was like, dude, she's a hockey puck. Everyone's passed her around. Like stories like that. And same thing with the female marrying a guy. Like this guy's a dog, don't do it. We warn them,
Yeah. Right, yeah. So moral of the story.
Oh, real quick, guys. I gotta go. I'll be right back. I'll be back in like an hour or so. Just get a grab a bite.
All right.
Anywhere though. All right.
All right. See you, Bobby. Okay. Hang on. And we got a guest.
It doesn't
right
surprise
as Bobby
me one
left.
bit.
We got
Music make you lose control. Music make you lose control.
What is going on here?
Oh shit! And
Hello.
I'm not even high this time. Like
I
I'm
just
not
came
even
in.
sleeping.
Well, I must look like wild because I came in from running through all the woods and everything today. That's what I was
The
doing.
woods. Yeah, I saw that on Twitter. What's going on with that?
Yeah, no offense.
Oh,
to
I like to be in nature. I love to be in nature. So
It's good.
I was about to say, it looks
She's
like
a
you
witch.
came back with the forest in your hair.
She's a witch.
I know. I literally do. I look like a crazy person right now.
So were you listening to us while you were in nature?
Well, I was just like climbing things and I was hiking and yeah, I just like to
Nice.
relax in nature.
It's good stuff. So we were talking. Zach still has his book. Zach, you're gonna definitely keep going on channels, man, and keep having stuff. But I think we're at 6%. Let's see. We're gonna keep going. Who else have we? I know it's a smaller stream right now. I think people are like a lot of people are on Ethan's stream. Let's see.
It's also Sunday.
Yeah, it's
and it's
Sundays.
also football season.
Oh, is that what it is?
Like right now, the Patriots are on. They're
Oh.
playing Dallas, so I'm
Oh.
watching. I have it like on my phone. So
Oh, gotcha.
if I glance down at my phone, that's
Yeah.
what I'm looking at.
Very
Yeah,
good.
so it's football season. Sunday is usually football day for people. So it's like really launching probably at night would have been better.
Well, we're still gonna
we're out
we're
all
gonna
day.
keep the on into the night.
Are you gonna stay awake, Zach?
Yes.
Oh fuck yeah! I'm running on 3 slices.
That's true. Yeah, he
I'm
blasted-
running on 2 hours of sleep, 1 cup
Zach!
of coffee, 4
That's not
pieces of-
good.
four
He's
Hey,
got a
listen,
kid. He's got
listen.
a kid. 2 hours of sleep
Dude,
is about to be
I'll
real
tell you,
common. for him.
I'll tell you right now. All right, I'm gonna tell you right now. She cried all fucking night, all night. All right. I don't know why. And then she finally goes to bed when the morning breaks. And I was like, I only had like 2 hours of sleep from that. And I
How
was
old
like,
is the baby?
oh, she's a month now. She's about to be a month. Yeah.
Okay, so that's normal. That's
Yeah.
colicky. It's just colicky behavior.
Yeah, it has something to do with her stomach or something, but there's that. Then I had to like pre-prep a shit ton of stuff for the campaign, triple to quadruple check everything before I launched it. So I did a lot of chores and a lot of stuff, so I'm pretty good on that. I'm ready. I'm good. I can do this shit. I ain't no bitch. Like I'm ready to go. Yeah.
You would be a bitch if you wanted just like some sleep, man. Like that's
No. We in this. We in this all the way.
Okay. I thought you were only in half one. That's good that you're clarified that.
How are you feeling this time around?
Oh, I didn't smoke, so I'm feeling pretty good.
About the campaign, how are you feeling this time around? Because isn't this your second,
Third.
third go at it? Okay.
Yo, oh, shit. Again, I noticed that pitch in your voice. Third! Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. Now you're doomed to
So
fail.
what's different this time?
Yeah,
No. I think it's great that you're not giving up on something that you're passionate about. I think that's amazing. I would do the same thing. I'm stubborn as hell. But what have you learned? Like, what's different this time than the last 2 times?
All right. So when I was in the Cooper School, I self-published the the Voyage anthology novel, I congregated
Mhm.
23 Keeper School students, including myself, doing all that. I was headlining everything on top of doing the artwork and whatnot. So once that was done and made, I was making a sequel to the anthology. So right after Voyage the Call, which was that one-shot comic that's also in this campaign, after that, I was like, I'm going to go ahead and make that sequel to the first anthology, which was going to be a 200-page hardcover graphic novel. So
Okay.
I was watching over like 27 students, Cuber School student graduates, and making artwork and everything like that. It was bigger and better. So I was so focused on getting on the podcast and whatnot, trying to feature everybody, trying to get everyone's stuff out there and get it funded. It took a huge toll on me because when the campaign failed, I was like, I love all you guys, but I can't be in charge of everyone. So that was the first time I failed, was that campaign. The second one was issue 1, which was this campaign on Kickstarter like 3-4 months ago. And it's hard to say like what I learned. I guess you could say like some of the stuff needed to be reworded, because when you say a certain thing, people who read the campaigns like, well, who are you to tell me what to get or whatever? I'm not going to back it anyway, like whatever. Whereas if you word it a certain way, then they'll be like, oh, you know what? I'm actually interested and invested. I'll go ahead and I'll go ahead and throw some money to it. So some of the wording in actually all of the wording was changed out. And then one of the things is the tiers in the Kickstarter. I was like fancy with the wording, wordplay and whatnot, where no one gives a shit about that. They want to know exactly what they're getting. So on the tiers, I just, very simply, I'm like, this is what you're getting on each tier. And then, just trying to make it more uniformed and whatnot. So
Okay.
I had a lot of people look at it and they said, they're like, know what? This looks 10 times better than you set up on Kickstarter. So, this should go this should go well, a lot better.
Did you change anything as far as like your design aesthetics or your did you change or?
So a lot of feedback that some of the people gave is that some of the people weren't really too keen on the Mobius style, like color style for the pages.
Okay.
So I told my buddy Nick, I was like, hey, listen, we gave it that style of shot. Let's try to render this up a little bit more. So he added.
It looks more rendered to me this time around. Okay, I thought it was going crazy.
No, he added some of the renders on the narrative pages, and I was like, "That's it. That's exactly like do what you keep." Yeah.
These colors look great, man. Like, cause don't get me wrong, the Mobius look is nice, but I think it just complements your character better. I saw what you're going for, and I don't think it was bad looking at all. But I think that this complements your characters better.
It defines the characters a lot more. It makes them stand out more against the background. You can see more of the definition of the body shape and the muscles that you did. Whereas last time it was all kind of very flat looking, and purple. I love purple in comics. Purple is like one of those colors. Purples and greens. It
looks gorgeous.
Really great in comic books.
Mm-hmm.
But you couldn't
So do
see
you like
the
Barney,
detail
the
you
purple
had,
dinosaur?
and I could tell you had a ton of detail because last time there wasn't anything to really break it up. So it looks great.
Thank you.
Yeah, this looks fantastic, guys. Definitely keep an eye on this book. Again, Zach and I, whenever you see us at a convention, I'd love to start signing this once it's printed. So
Actually, even show her the NSF. So, like, another thing I added in this campaign was an NSFW cover because people.
And don't forget the fucking Jane Gersimo.
What?
I did, yeah. I got
There
a lot
are
of.
people that are into it. There are people that are into it.
Yeah. So. Oh, I'm sure. Not really, but it's like it's there if anybody's interested.
Do I hear Jay giggling?
Jay already backed it.
Jay,
Jay
did you
backed it
buy?
as soon as-
Jay backed the
No.
NSW cover. Yes, you did.
No. Did anyone back
Don't
it?
lie to
Let's
me,
see.
Jay.
I didn't.
Did anyone?
I haven't.
No one backed it yet.
I'm messing with you.
You don't know me.
Kayla, pornography police.
Stop in the name of justice.
You better not be looking at that.
I mean, even what is it? I got Jan Dursema. You probably know her. You know her work and whatnot in comics, but she did a cover for the campaign as well.
Yeah, looks great.
I actually like that in black and white.
Back the clit cover. Yeah, Zach thought that like a clit was
What?
on the outside. Zach said he was showing clit, and people were like, "Zach, that's not."
I mean, it's censored. It's censored right
no, but
now.
all right,
so.
Zach, that's.
Listen, man. Listen. It's not like tits and ass like genre isn't really my thing. For like the covers and whatnot, so it's
To be
there.
exact, he said
know.
clit and tits was the exact term he used. But...
Yeah, you're roboting a bit.
It's a Canadian internet.
I mean, does Kayla? Do you know
no,
the story?
it's my
Like,
microphone. My microphone's funky. Am I good?
So Kayla, do you know the whole story? Oh, like why the cover came to be?
Oh, she coined clit cover. Oh yeah, Fago Tree's back. By the
No,
way.
I didn't. I don't know anything about how the cover came to be.
So like, all right. So a few months ago, I'm not like into the whole TNA covers where you got like you buy like a variant and it shows their breasts and whatnot.
Mhm.
But people go, there is a market for it and people go
Jungle
nuts for
Girl
it.
still sells to this day. So
Yeah, so I was like, Bobby was telling me, he's like, maybe you should, instead of fighting that trend, you should maybe have at least one cover on your roster that is like that. And I was like,
so
you know
Bobby
what?
put you up to this.
Well, yeah, like he was like,
Yeah, but Bobby, all right.
Well, I'm getting there, Vaughn. So like, I gave it some thought, and after a while, I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I don't care. I'm trying to get this book funded. I'll do whatever it takes to, make everyone happy. And then, this was this.
Yeah, you think it's fine because you got.
You think it's fine now, but like, because I was like, you know what? If people want a TNA cover, I'll give them a fucking TNA cover. I'll go all the way with it. If that's what people are demanding, I'll go all the way. So I had an idea where I called Vaughn up and I was explaining the idea. I was like, because he was walking his dog. So I was like, I caught him off guard with it. And I was like, Vaughn, listen, I got an idea for a TNA cover and I need to, let me know what you think. So pretty much this character, her name's Italia. And I was like, all right, so my idea for the cover is going to be in the point of view of police, like space police, pointing their weapons, like with a spotlight, flashlight on this character, Italia, going down on Sonderon. And like, and like an out.
That is not TNA.
That's what I
cover.
said. I said, he goes, well, I don't understand. The TNA's in it. I'm like, Zach, that is
That is
pornography.
not a TNA cover. That is like an NC whatever freaking cover.
Okay.
That is a
Well, I
porn
didn't.
cover.
I didn't really know. So
Zach, how do you not know?
No, well, listen, because I don't back that
Well, he
stuff.
said he
That's
doesn't
the
get
thing.
that stuff, so that makes sense.
I don't. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't back
Vaughn's
it. I
very
don't know
upset
that
over this.
market.
No,
So,
I'm just trying to understand the logic, and it's just
so
not
I
fair.
was just like, you know what? That's it's TNA. It's kind of like that's what people
Yeah,
are
it's
buying. So
TNA
why
and
not?
D.
And so he
and
explained
D.
it to me, and I was like, all right,
I
I'll tone it back then. So
wish I
told
was
my.
there to hear that explanation.
I had to like explain. He goes like, I don't get it. I'm like, Zach, thank fucking God you called me before. Because he was like, I told the artist to draw it. I'm like, stop them right now. Stop the questions.
I was actually in the middle of roughing it.
Random backer is gonna get the BJ item.
Yeah.
Oh, is
That
that
was
what
not
it is?
used.
I mean, like, it
Did
was
he
kinda
start
crazy.
it?
No. He never started it. I was in the middle of roughing it, and then you stopped me. You're like, oh, no, don't do that. And I was like,
You have
okay.
the roughs?
No, I don't. It's like it's somewhere
Tragic.
around. I could have thrown it out or something. I don't know, but that was like my story. So I was like, all right, I'll tone it back. I'll tell him like, do whatever you want for a TNA cover. Go crazy. And then when you're done, like, let me see it. And this is what he came up with.
This is nuts, dude. This is fucking nuts. I mean, all this
That's
shit
a
is
lot better.
Yeah. Well, at least now we there's no porn on this page, which might upset some people. But I think your target audience is probably gonna be okay. Knowing that.
Target audience is creepy guys in a freaking porn shop.
Yeah, if that's what you're going for, even then I feel like some of them would be like I don't know. How does alien porn do? I don't want to know the answer to this.
I mean, what is it? Personally, for me, I really
No, for
don't.
you. That's your.
Shut up. Personally, for me, I really don't like, doing the whole having a variant where like my character is like naked,
right?
And whatnot. I'm like, no, because I'm very story.
Why would you gonna have him have his dick sucked?
I mean, because I was like, all right, if this is what they want to pay for a variant cover, I might
When
as
have
well
you
just
ever
go all the
seen
way
a
with it.
penis on a comic book cover? Like
I've seen that before. I mean, dude, fucking heavy metal magazines back in the day.
Oh,
used
they
to do that
definitely.
shit.
There was actually this book called Sex, and they had a whole bunch of covers that
Kayla.
were
Yep.
insane. I bought one because it had a guy laying
Kayla.
down and his peen was the Goomba, and I thought it was funny as fucking hell.
Yeah. Oh,
I
good.
thought it was an actual Mario Goomba. Like
good.
just on his body. I thought it was so funny. I had to buy it. I don't know where it is right now because I don't know where anything is in this room. If you look, it's a complete disaster in here. November. That's when I start this project. But I'm about to go into working every single day.
Oh, what project?
No, the project of organizing this
organizing your room.
fucking room. I've just put it off for so long, and it's horrendous. Everything I took from my ex's house and it's just a disaster in here. I got books laying everywhere. I don't even know. I've autographed shit here. I got clothes from my ex's house. I have my suitcase from fucking Hawaii last year. I have a whole bunch of shit.
Did you
I don't even
unpack?
know. So
Back now. But no, that's all right. Well, so why specifically in November? You just leaving it around for like a month?
I got to work every single day.
Oh.
Because I work in the disability field during the week.
Oh, okay.
I don't get home until really late, and then I'm going to be working at the comic shop Friday, Saturday, and Sunday all day. And because it's tourist season, I'm there open until we close. And we close when no one has entered the store for the last half an hour, which means I could be working until 1 o'clock in the morning if we
Oh
stay
my
open.
god!
So
What the fuck?
I don't care. I don't mind. I'm a work a dog, so it's not a big thing for me. It just means that I have less time to do things, and then I'm working an event in Boston where I'm going to be reading tarot cards. So I've been like putting my products together for that, and yeah. So
Yeah, this sucks, man. There's the economy's in such a weird spot, and it's about to get.
well, it's like I took my last few days off to just go and commune in nature. Pretty much, that's what I decided to do instead of work on this.
That's good. Yeah, everyone needs those days. I think sometimes.
I was like, I know I'm about to work every single day. I don't have anyone coming over here or anything, so it's not like I've been in a rush to do it.
Mhm.
I've just been putting it off, but I can't put it off any longer. So
Yeah, no, I get that. I totally get that. It's it's a lot of work, but it'll pay off eventually. I'm sure.
well, my dad threw all his comics in here too. I have my sister's stuff in here as well. So this room has kind of become like a storage room. So there's a lot that has to be moved around, a lot that has to find a home that doesn't belong in here. And then I have, I think, 20 boxes of comics I need to move, and 2 giant Tupperware bins of comics I need to figure out and move. So yeah.
Bet. No, I got something to show you. That'll probably make your day feel better. Vaughn, show Kayla the double page spread jam piece with like 73 characters or something like that on it.
Holy shit.
I have to take this, guys.
It's okay. No worries.
One second.
What did you want me to? The jam piece?
Oh.
Did you send it? How'd you send it to me?
No, you should already have it. Like
yeah,
it
but
should be like in
send it to me
Discord.
again. I
Okay, Papa. I figure when Kayla gets back, you could probably show her because she'll know. She'll know right off the bat some of those characters.
Yeah, and hang on real quick. Let's see, while we have people in here, so we're obviously Zach's book is 100%. We got to make sure we got to get a big push and get Zach's book out, funded. But real quick, and honestly, we just need a bunch more people to even back whatever the early bird special, of course. Too. Once that's gone, that's totally gone, Zach.
Oh yeah, 24 hours is up. That's gone. I'll probably come up with a different tier, but that one's for the first 24 hours.
And while I'm here, guys, right here, everyone, she's not here. She just left for vacation yesterday. So if you haven't already, make sure to check out Fiendish 2.5. It was really bothering me that it's on an odd number, honestly, and that it's so close to 21,000. So if you haven't already, back Fiendish 2.5. I fucking loved Fiendish 2. I don't know if you guys read it, but some really solid stuff. So definitely back this if you haven't already. And then back to Voyage and all of that. And I have a question for you guys, for Zach, for Warren, and whoever else. Would you guys want to do like a break from this and then come back in like an hour or two, or?
We can, or I can. I don't know. I can try to entertain with Kayla and Jay. I don't know. I don't know if Jay. Do you have to be anywhere?
I am currently just drawing right now.
Oh, okay.
So
fair enough.
I honestly don't know on that one because I could keep going, but I need somebody. I'm gonna need somebody I can constantly build off of.
Yeah, I think because I'm getting. I think I kind of want to take a bit. I normally don't get tired at all with these streams, but I think it's just I want to like take a moment and then come
to
back.
refresh.
Yeah. Refresh. So is it cool if we shouldn't even call this hard chart. Yeah, we'll call it part 2.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm down with that. Absolutely.
Sure.
Okay, guys. What should we do? Should we do 8?
8 o'clock. Yeah.
Yeah, that'll do.
All right, cool. So real quick, hey Kayla, I think we're gonna reconvene. You're welcome to come back as well. But I think because I've been going for 3 hours, I think we're gonna take a breather and then come back at night.
That probably sounds good. And then just hopefully it will go better. Because most football games will be over. I'm going to be streaming with Jeremy tonight for House of the Dragon.
Oh, nice. Sounds good.
Actually, before we go,
what, Zach?
Show Kayla the jam piece that I'm secretly doing.
Yeah, secretly, very secretly. Jules is I know
inking it.
Right here.
Wow.
If you zoom in, you'll see like
you can see your character there.
Well, should we start bottom?
Yeah. Yo.
So it's just it's amalgamation of characters that you like, characters from CG, your character, just
indie comics characters in general, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. This piece is supposed to, indie comics from back in the day with all the characters that were, staples. They paved the road for us to do what we're doing now. So I wanted to do a piece recognizing some of the most famous characters and some of the most unfamous ones that even that indie character people like us, barely know or do. So I had a whole mix into it.
Nice.
Oh, it looks great.
Yeah, it looks really good, man. We've got all these. They got more up here. There's, of course, my character from Living Legends. And then my character
looks just like you, Vaughn.
I know. Because originally the idea was it was going to be, I was going to star in a movie. And so the character was based on me. And then I changed it to a comic. And then the look just kind of stuck. The character may be inspired by me a little bit, just a tiny bit, though. You know what I mean? Just a tiny, just a.
It's all good. It's all good.
No, but so make sure if you haven't already signed up for that comic, that is Living Legends. I'll put the sign up list in the chat. When you do, you will get a free trading card from Jules. So, and not only that, but you can also sign up for, or so you can also not sign up for. Also, I do have the first comic that my first ever published work, which you could see this character in Zach's. Oh, actually, I forgot it's already here. If you see this blonde girl with the gun here next to she, which I requested she be next to she, and then also Johnny Phantasm, and then you can see. So she appears in a 10-pager that I'm hoping to turn into a full comic after Living Legend called Land of the Lawless, because I won a writing contest. So it's 10-page story that I did. You can see the first few pages here. It's a futuristic Western where this girl is in a high-tech truck and she's fighting off a bunch of people who are trying to attack her. So if that sounds interesting to you, definitely make sure to back. This is my first ever published work. There's a Sienkiewicz cover. There's a David Mack and a Chris Bacalo. This is a rough, but it's going to be done. So if any of that interests you, make sure to back that. It's for this book called Tragedy. And yeah. So yeah. Yeah.
Well, good luck. Third
Thank
time's
you.
a charm.
Yeah.
Thanks. I'm going to need it.
Yeah.
Well, you just gonna go everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Launch.
It's tough to figure out which shows to bounce on to help.
Every show.
Yeah.
Every show. Yeah. No matter how small.
Every show. Doesn't matter how small of an audience. Treat all audience sizes the same.
Mm-hmm.
Because you never know who may be watching.
Yeah.
One backer is one backer more than you had before, right? So
That's true.
That's how you gotta look at it.
Yeah. So I'm going to close this off and we'll come back later. All right. See you guys.
All right. See you at 8.